Hello, welcome back to another stream. I thought I'd just cut the countdown early there. I was raring to go. I couldn't resist. Welcome back to another stream. Thank you for all joining again. We've got 23 people in, so do make sure you get the likes going. Get the likes going early. We've got a really good thumbnail today, so we should be able to attract some more viewers in. So let's get the algorithm in our favor, get it hitting people's pop-ups on YouTube. And yeah, we're going to have a great stream today. We've got Save with Crypto again with us today. We had a great stream last week. He's here again with us today to look through the market and look through all the good stuff. And we will take a couple of live trades with whatever we see. Good morning. Well, it's just turned afternoon for me, Richard. So we've got Crypto Coffee Club, another great content guy who's put together loads of really good Stonksy content and has started streaming as well. So if you haven't checked out Crypto Coffee Club, do check out him as well on his X and his YouTube account. Really good trader. And do the same for Save with Crypto. His details are in the description, or you can just go and simply type his name into either platform and he'll pop up. I'll introduce him in a second. We've got Esfer again. Hi. Hello, Esfer. How's Singapore today? Good day, says Bruce. Yes, it's afternoon for me now, Bruce. Oh no, wait, that wasn't you. That was Richard. Richard asking morning or afternoon. Just gone afternoon for me. And we've got John again today. John, you are really a resident viewer now, aren't you? With a lot of the others. Thank you very much for joining today. And do make sure, if you're not already, sign up to BLOFIN. It's the first link in the description. There's currently a really good offer on where if you deposit $1,000 and do 1 million in trading volume before the end of the month, BLOFIN will pay $400 into your account for you. And BLOFIN is a non-KYC exchange where you can use it anywhere in the world with a VPN. So do make sure you check out that link, first link in the description. And what have we got today? So we'll cover this perfectly timed Stonksy trade from yesterday as well, as we're coming out of it as well. But yes, Save with Crypto, thank you very much for joining me again.
Hello, Dave. How you doing? How you doing, everyone? Hope you're all well. Yeah, great to be back. I'd like to make this a regular Wednesday thing if we can. But
yeah, that'd be superb. That would be great. There's already a superb in there.
There'll be what's my?
I was going to say, if anyone hasn't watched it, do make sure you go and check out Save with Crypto's latest video on the channel that I uploaded on Monday, timing an Ethereum entry, where I did have a little. I had a little. What's the word for it? A little. What's the word? Yeah, a little cameo. That's it. Yeah, a little cameo in his video, which was a great addition. Who else have we got? We've got Lio in the chat. Hello. We've got Jay. Hi all, first time here, excited to learn. Thank you very much for joining, Jay. Well, everyone give Jay a big welcome. It'd be great to obviously show you what Stonksy's all about, how the streams go, and yeah. If you're not already signed up to BLOFIN, Jay, do go and sign up to BLOFIN. First link in the description. We've got Mike with us again today, another resident viewer now. I've got Lio saying fat fingers, big wave. Yes, big wave back to you. It's evening here. Yes, I assume it is in Asia. Yeah, we've got Steve-O, my favourite American, saying, Dave, I made it. I know you did. You made it today. I seen your comment on yesterday's one after I'd finished saying that you missed it. Oh, you're having a good one, mate. We've got Andy in again, all the way from Spain. And yes, we got Mike saying, hi, Jay, I'm learning too. But yeah, we've got Save with Crypto here with me again today. And he's just informed me that he'd like to make it a regular Wednesday. So let's get the likes going for that. If you want to see Save with Crypto back every Wednesday, do make sure you like the stream. But yeah, thanks for joining me again, mate. We've got some interesting things to cover, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, yeah. I will tell everyone before I start that like last week, I did a bit of live trading on my BLOFIN account. And yeah, it's all been going well. That was good. However, yesterday, what I did, I went out for a bit of a Christmas lunch with some friends. And I was, using Stonksy, I went into an Ethereum long. And it was looking great. And while I was out, I was trying to be sociable, not look at my phone all the time. And I did pull it out at one point. It was like, hundreds of dollars in profit. And I thought, brilliant. And, And I got home and like the bloody price had come right down, and I meant to set a stop loss in profit and I didn't. Anyway, it came down quite a bit, and it's a bit underwater at the moment. Actually, it's not as bad as it was. It's 10% down, but that is $407. But it means I haven't got much cash to play with at the moment. So I do want to look at the price of Ethereum during today if we can, and also if it does go over 4,000, then I will probably take profit at break even ish, and then maybe use my account. Meanwhile, we're going to use Dave's money instead.
Yes, we are. We're going to use we're going to use my money instead, which is perfectly fine. We can have a lot of fun with that. It's
Okay.
the streaming account, so yeah, of course you can. We've just got Esfer saying I can't use BLOFIN; it's restricted here. Esfer, if you just get a VPN and you put yourself somewhere else, she's saying BLOFIN is restricted in Singapore. Just use a VPN. So get yourself a VPN, put yourself in Dubai or somewhere like that, where it's not restricted, and you'll be able to get on perfectly fine. So yes, there you are. You can do it that way. But yes, it's obviously good to hear from Saber Crypto about that, because obviously, not every day in the market is all sunshine and rainbows, green P&L and stuff. It's obviously good to have that realism of, sometimes when trades do go wrong, and sometimes it can be just it can be just an accident, can't it? You were out for you're out for lunch.
Yeah.
Seeing that you was in profit, and then obviously we got the tank down yesterday.
Yeah. One thing I will say, Dave, what you were just saying, you were saying set a VPN to United Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
I know for a fact with NordVPN that isn't one of the countries, because VPNs are actually banned there.
Right. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I normally just set if I'm using a VPN for anything to do with crypto, I normally set it for Portugal.
Right. Okay. So that might be the better one.
Yeah. In fact, I've even done things where I've been applying for an exchange, doing the KYC, and I know damn well it won't work in the UK. So I'm using my Palo ID, but once again, Palo isn't a country that a VPN works in usually.
Yeah.
So I used to think, well, maybe I'll select like the Philippines or something like that. But even then, what seems to work is Portugal. So even when I use my Palo ID, I set a VPN for Portugal, and that always seems to work. So
I personally use Austria personally.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but that's it's interesting you say that about Nord, because I didn't know that, because I use Surfshark as my VPN, and you can set it to Dubai there. So it's interesting that Nord don't actually cover Dubai as an option, but Surfshark do. So there must be there's obviously some reason for that, isn't there? But yeah, like Sarah Crypto said, Portugal. I personally use Austria, but there'll be plenty of options for US. You've got a couple there. Get yourself a VPN, and you're all good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. I did not know that Nord didn't cover Dubai.
So does Surfshark actually? I mean, can you actually you are aware Dubai isn't a country, right? But But can you set Dubai as a city in the UAE?
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah. I'll send you a screenshot after here. I'll send you a screenshot of Surfshark.
It's all right. I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah. You can set it as the city. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Excellent. Brilliant. Okay, didn't know that. That is interesting. Yeah, you can do anything in Dubai, can't you? Apart from
you use a VPN if you're actually there, or you're not supposed to anyway.
And be drunk in public and walk around naked. Yeah, you can't do that, can you? No. Right. Okay. Excellent. Well, that's good. I am interested, by the way, in what countries BLOFIN has a problem in. So we know Singapore's a problem so far, do we?
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, like we've just had Tom there saying for BLOFIN, he's been using it without a VPN. So I'm guessing you're somewhere that's fine, or maybe you're even in the UK and you're still fine using it without a VPN in the UK.
I do want to make a little list here, so I'm going to say UK is okay. I definitely use it. In the UK.
Where are you, Tom Wick? Do you want to disclose what country you're in? Maybe VPN to Japan. Yeah, try them, Esfer. Try a couple. You try Japan, Philippines. Obviously because they'll be closer to you. For Singapore, so you might get a better connection. Try them first, but you'll definitely 100% be able to get on. So yeah, Tom Wick's saying he's in the UK and he can get on fine without a VPN. So, and then we've got Andy saying Spain's good. So there's another one for you.
Okay, so Spain's
There's
good.
another one.
I think France is okay as well, isn't it?
Yes. But I actually did see that Bybit are pulling out of France now today. They've announced that they are pulling out of France, which is interesting.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, seen that today. And we've got Richard saying ExpressVPN is okay to use in the UAE. So yeah, maybe it's just a case of Nord just don't offer it for whatever reason. But I personally use Surfshark. I've never had a problem with Surfshark.
Okay.
So yeah, if anyone wanted some different VPNs, you'd say with crypto uses Nord. I use Surfshark and Richard uses ExpressVPN. So there's plenty of providers out there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Excellent. Just noticed Bitcoin's coming back up again a little bit, actually.
Yes, it is a little bit, and obviously Stonksy got into the red this is on the 5-minute chart yesterday night at 7 o'clock our time, and then we got the drop all the way down towards 103, and then now we are back into the green and pushing up back to the upside. So this is a really nice drop and then bounce from Stonksy here. We've finished the red, and we're bouncing up into the green. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. Let's see if we maybe caught anything on the 5-minute on any other ones. No, we did have the push up on Solana yesterday that it caught, but we are just about going into a green on Solana. And if anyone was interested, I did get stopped out on my trade that I had yesterday. That I opened on Monday. I set my stop loss to entry, and I got took out on this move earlier this morning. So we do have 115 USDT to play around today with live on stream, and I think I might let Save with Crypto decide on how we spend that. So it should be interesting.
Okay.
It will definitely be interesting.
No, I don't feel responsible at all for that. Really.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, about $20 of that is bonus. Did you get a good bonus off BLOFIN?
For what?
So they give out a bonus to everyone who signed up on the link. I think it was on the link.
I didn't use your link, mate.
Did you not? Did you use TMGs?
No, because I'm an affiliate myself.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, anyway, I don't know if it was just for our link singularly or if it was maybe something else that BLOFIN had going on. But at just $20, 20 USDT appeared in my account yesterday, and others in the chat were saying that they'd been given a bonus. So I don't know whether that was link specific or if they had another promotion running. I'm not sure. I'm guessing it was link specific. But yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like BLOFIN seem to give out stuff all the time. Actually, it's
really good exchange. I really like it.
It is growing on me, I must admit. I just wish they had inverse perpetual pairs. Like Coin M, like they have.
Yeah.
So you could actually trade with like Bitcoin as your main collateral, for example.
Yeah, maybe that's something that hopefully will.
Well, I've got the same affiliate manager as you guys.
Right, okay.
And I spoke to him about it in it was about May time this year, and I said, the exchange is okay, but I really want to have these inverse perpetual pairs, and he actually said, okay, well, it's going to be implemented next month, which was going to be July.
Yeah.
And, so I was looking forward to it then. It never happened, and I said, what happened? And he said, it's in the pipeline, but it's a bit expensive to do, but it's going to happen one day. So I think once they get a few users, I think they probably will introduce that.
Yeah.
But obviously it's another, it'd be a major thing to do, to add that. I mean, I remember when I started using Bybit like 4 years ago. That was my first introduction to inverse perpetual. And the only things you could trade on it then was Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, EOS for some reason, and something else. I think it was XRP, to be honest. And that's all you could really trade on it. And it's and obviously as soon as they introduced the USDT perpetual trading, of course, then they added millions of different cryptos, the same as what most exchanges do anyway. So. overall, I think BLOFIN will probably introduce inverse perpetuals at some point.
Yeah, it will
But
be interesting to know the status on that. It would be interesting to
yeah,
know, like a sort of a time frame. So, I suppose I will ask TMG to ask the question because,
yeah, I'll do the same myself.
yeah,
I'll needle him and get an answer out of him. I'll tell you what though is good about them is when I started using it back in the summer. One thing I really hated was the trailing stop. Do you ever use that?
I did. It's going to be featuring in the next video that I'm currently recording. So I've just done a little part on a trailing stop. Yeah,
Right,
uh,
because that used to be really crap in the way that you used to set it and then you couldn't actually see it. It actually wasn't on the chart.
yeah,
So you didn't know where it was. And I think it's the same with BitGet at the moment. Even when you set a trailing stop there, you can't actually see it on the chart.
yeah,
Whereas with Bybit, I was used to like being able to see it and see it moving up. And if you want to move it, you can just grab it and move it. And you know, I said to the affiliate guy, I said, like, that's really bad. You know, sort of like, you know, people are going to set that, forget they've set it, and then it'll close the trade, and I wonder why it's closed. You know, and
yeah.
he actually said, "Oh, okay, we'll get the team on it." And I don't know if it's because what I said, but you know, a couple of weeks later, it was fixed, and they did it.
Oh,
So,
superb. Yeah,
but he did actually say that, you know, if you see things that you don't think are very good, then tell us about it, and we'll fix it. So,
yeah.
so that's quite good, isn't it? You know, just little me
Well, that's
saying,
it. It's good to know that they're willing to, listen to people that they're partnered with and stuff, isn't it? Because
yeah,
you know, we're all the ones that are actively using the exchange every day. So, and particularly with BLOFIN, it is obviously one of the younger exchanges, isn't it? So, they will obviously have like teething problems and stuff.
yeah.
Obviously, playing catch up to, all the features that other exchanges have. So, it's good to know that, they'll take something on board and set it as a priority to rectify it.
Yeah, I mean, what worked well for me was when is when that exchange called Margex blew up a couple of
Yeah,
weeks ago.
yeah,
And basically, like, loads of people like lost insane amounts of money with that, and a lot of them were in the US, and that was about the only exchange they could use, you know, with no KYC. So I did a video about that, and I actually got quite a lot of new signups on BLOFIN. Because people were just looking for an exchange that had been around for a while, that you could join with no KYC. And I say for a while because BLOFIN are quite new in this part of the world, but they've been quite big in Asia for quite a few years now. So they're actually very well established in Asia, and they are spreading to this side of the world. So they have actually been around a little bit longer than you think. I'm not sure how long, but they are quite an established exchange, and
yeah.
obviously a bit more trustworthy than Margex. Anyway, so
Yes, yeah, you definitely want to avoid them. That's for sure. Yeah, a lot of people got stung on that, didn't they?
yeah. Well, the thing was they allowed you to use like almost, well, quite a range of different cryptos as margin in their inverse perpetual trades. So, for example, you could trade Solana. So you're trading the volatility of Solana, but
Yeah,
rather than using USDT or even Solana as your underlying asset, you could use things like XRP. So quite a lot of people had quite big trades using XRP as their margin. And then, of course, what happened was the price of XRP went up massively. So, you know, that XRP was then in the margin on these big trades. And then people thought, okay, well, it's time to close out my trade then. And they didn't have enough XRP to pay those people back. At least I think that's what happened.
yeah,
And I think that's why the exchange, I don't know if they're still in business, but they're certainly going to get no new clients now because, you know, they basically just liquidated everyone's account that had XRP in and just took their money and didn't give any back, you know. So it was dreadful, really. So yeah. So BLOFIN is, I think, a good answer, and I don't quite understand what the Fireblocks thing is all about, but that sounds good.
Yes.
Do you know what it's about? Fire blocks.
It means that they can't dip into customer funds and stuff. You know, like we had with FTX, where they were dipping into customer funds to go and buy stupid whatever. Do you know what I mean? They were just basically just using customer funds to go and pay for things, weren't they, and give to Alameda and stuff like that. It just means that they have no access to it, so it's custodied by a third party.
So that means if your funds were actually in a trade at the time, you know, that still would that work then or not? I'm not sure.
If your funds are in a trade, yeah. So like anything you've got in your account is yours. Yeah, it just means that they can't go and dip into it, like, you know, like FTX has done, and other exchanges in the past where they've just said, oh, basically this is an IOU, pretty much, you know, on user funds, and then obviously blew up. Yeah, BLOFIN can't do that, which, you know, is what we need. It's what we need. You know, you would think, you know, 2 years on from FTX, exchanges would have learned by now, but you still have ones like Margex and that still haven't learned. But yeah, do come and sign up to BLOFIN. And again, if you deposit 1K before and trade 1 million in volume before the end of the month, you do get $400 deposited into your account. So click this link here. Click the link, first link in the stream description. And yeah, come and join us at BLOFIN. So we've got S for saying Singapore always have a problem with a lot of exchange. Yeah, that's just pop a VPN on there, S for, and you'll be all good. We've got Adam with an interesting question saying, what's the cheapest way to fund Femex or BLOFIN from the UK? So, what on-ramp do you personally use? I personally use Coinbase. I don't know if it's the cheapest way, but obviously I know the Swissborg, isn't there? I think Crypto.com still serves as an on-ramp. I've never used OKX as an on-ramp, but
sorry,
I was just going to say, but you can actually buy crypto directly on BLOFIN too. In this buy crypto bit here, so you can do that. For instance, if you wanted to use GBP. Now, the only thing, obviously, with doing this is you might potentially, you know, tie yourself into the, you know, as the identifier of the account. Potentially, that's the only letdown of it. But potentially, you know, if you wanted to go on there and KYC yourself, you can. And both of these are very fast as well. They both have 1 to 5 minute deposit time once you pay.
Yeah. Personally, I've actually had a Swissborg account since 2020 when I first got into crypto, really.
Yeah.
And it's to be honest, I don't often buy crypto with fiat anymore because I just kind of use the money that I earn from trading, really.
Yeah.
But when I do, actually, I'm going to have to do that soon. Actually, probably next year in January. But when I do, I tend to use Swissborg. Now the thing is, if you use Swissborg, you know, if you're just going to buy something like Bitcoin and hang on to it, that's fine. If you want to buy USDT and then send that to an exchange, you can only send it on the Ethereum network from Swissborg, which normally costs you about like £8 or something to send it. So if I do that, what I tend to do on Swissborg, I tend to buy TRX, actually buy Tron. And then I send the Tron to an exchange, and then I do a spot, you know, a spot trade to trade that into whatever I need, like USDT, and that way you pay about 20 cents to move it. And I normally time it so that I'm doing it so I'm buying Tron when it's quite cheap, and then I sell it when it's gone up a few percent. And that way you sort of doesn't cost you much, really. And that way you don't need to sort of KYC with BLOFIN, because you're just sending crypto. But you know, I think, to be honest, you know, I mean, we're probably all going to have to KYC for everything sooner or later. So you know, it's probably not the worst thing in the world, but you know, if you have to, you have to. But you know, if you can avoid it, avoid it.
Yeah. That's I used to use Swissborg a lot, but I use Coinbase personally now. But you know, there is plenty of options. There is plenty of options out there, Adam. As for the cheapest, I'm not too sure. The cheapest, I mean, I don't think you'll be talking much anyway, will you, really, in terms of, you know, one exchange for another? I don't think you'll be talking much, but I do use the Coinbase have a Pro subscription plan where you pay £20 a month and you get up to £10,000 worth of trading spot with no Coinbase fee. So you only pay spread fees, which is decent. More than pays for itself.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it more than pays for itself. So that's why I use Coinbase, and you can send like USDC on Solana and stuff like that, which I like. Yeah, and I've never had a problem with Coinbase. But yeah, there's plenty of options. Swissborg, Coinbase. You can actually do it inside Revolut as well and send it out to Revolut. It's just how many funds you want to hold on Revolut at one point is, a bit of a question mark, I think. But yeah, there is plenty of options out there. And Crypto.com, I believe, still serve as an on-ramp to UK.
They do. But I've just noticed Crypto.com. I actually love the company, actually. I really love my card and everything. But like, I've noticed that their exchange rates for crypto is really bad generally. There's lots of like there's sort of hidden fee in the way that the actual exchange rate is a bit crap, So do check what it's worth with Crypto.com. Also, today, did you see the XTP, the Tap Global news? Did you see that?
I did. I seen your video. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So because I was really excited back in the summer. I was thinking, okay, well, finally we're going to get some use for XTP. I was thinking we'll be able to stake that and then get like the premium tiers. I thought great, and that'll be great for the price of XTP and all that. And it was really bad. What they did was they couldn't do that for the UK because of FCA regulations. So what they did was they said, okay, there's these premium tiers that you have to buy, and so you have to like hand over like a big pile of cash, like hundreds and thousands of pounds every year to get like 2% cash back on your card or something daft like that. And it was like, I mean, I did the maths on it over and over again. I thought this just doesn't make any sense for anybody, and that was temporarily the death of XTP. Really, and it came down a lot. And I was just thinking, until they sort this out, there's no way anybody in the UK is ever going to use the Tap Global card. And the problem they've got is partly Jordan's fault. Actually, is I think the majority of the holders of XTP are actually in the UK. Certainly I'm one of those. I've got loads of it. And what they did today was they said, okay, the XTP locking is back. So now you can lock XTP on the platform and you get cash back on your card, and which is great. That's better than we ever expected, really, because the actual cash back on the card. Oops, someone at the door. There's cash back on the card was something they never spoke about before.
Yeah.
I was going to get a door. Hang on.
Yeah, you go, mate. You go. So we've got a few comments to go through. We've got Beef showing a couple, but next stop is 45. I'm guessing you mean 4,500 there. No one. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be great. Richard saying, guys, is XTP alive? Well, it seems like it might be having some life breathed back into it. Yeah, with obviously the news that Saber Crypto just told you all about. We've got a couple of people using Swissborg. You are not Dave. He is my guest, and he's going to be my guest every Wednesday now. We've got Saber Crypto coming on every Wednesday. But ICT saying, Dave, I want to report a glitch about BLOFIN. Hand it over. Do tell me, what is it? We've got Joe Glue saying he's bought a new they bought a new mattress. Thanks Crypto, which is 7 to 8 stops away. You enjoy that mattress, you'll sleep very well tonight. Love Swissborg. Strike is also painless on ramp for buying Bitcoin. Yes, that's part of Strike. That's part of Square, isn't it? I think Jack. What's his name? Jack. I can't remember his name.
I'm back, by the way.
Oh, great. And we've got Richard saying XTP, what's happening? Well, Saver Crypto's just told you what's happening. I think the main issue with XTP is they need to get on a good exchange, don't they? They're only on Bitcoin at the moment, and I'm guessing, you can still buy it in the app. They need to get on a good exchange is the main sticking point, I think.
Yeah, you can. There was a mate of mine actually had a reasonable chunk of XTP on the app, and he kind of called me the other day and said, like, I think I might sell it and do something else with it. I must admit, I didn't say that's a good idea. I actually said, okay. and
Yeah.
what he did, he swapped it to USDT on the app,
Yeah.
and then moved it somewhere else. And I actually worked out the price that he did it at compared to what it would have been on Bitfinex, right?
Yeah.
And it seemed that he only got 90% of the value. So I think even by doing that, like Tap were taking 10%.
Yeah.
Without you really knowing, and then there was probably a fee on top of that as well. So I think they had this reputation now of like kind of like it's not very good as an exchange because it costs a lot of money. But there again, it's convenient. People will just go, oh, okay, I'll buy some Tap and do it on the phone, and that's it really. Because I mean, I think generally where you got that kind of thing where you're just swapping on the phone, you're probably going to expect to pay a little bit more. And I always want the sort of thing where you can at least set a limit order and say like, I want to buy at that price or something. And I don't think they're going to have that for a long time. And it's the same. It's the same as Swissborg. They don't have that, but not yet anyway. Oh, actually, they do actually, but only on certain pairs. But yeah, I don't know. At the moment the only exchange is Bitfinex, which is like a absolutely vile exchange. It's really horrible.
I've actually never been on it. I've never been on it, but yeah, they do need to get
Honestly,
on.
you'd find it hard to get on it because well, you need to do KYC before you can do anything. Like you can't do anything without KYC. So I tried to use my Palo ID, and that got turned down straight away. I managed to do KYC with my old French ID because I used to live in France. I managed to do it with that, and I think I kind of faked a water bill or something, and that was I think I just got an old one and changed the date on it, and that was good enough to get the KYC. And then one day I logged on, and I'd normally have my VPN set to France for that. And I logged on and I'd forgot to set it. And straight away it said like really horrible message sort of saying like, we detected that, you're logging on from not the country you're supposed to be in sort of thing. And it didn't just say it won't work and read these things. It was like, if you are a citizen of another country, your account will be terminated.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, Jesus Christ, sort of like, and anyway, so I thought, okay, I'm not using that anymore. And I did actually have a pile of XTP on there. So I withdrew it, put it on my ledger, and it's stayed there ever since. So that's where the bulk of my XTP is actually. So Bitfinex is horrible. And there isn't another one, I don't think.
No, it's only on Bitfinex. Yeah, so they need to get it on, even if it's something, just accessible, isn't it? It's just an accessible one, Obviously, BLOFIN would be great, but I'm guessing it'll be difficult for them because they obviously won't have the best volume and stuff, will they? So,
Maybe.
yeah, there's a couple of boxes that I think they need to tick. Like Vincent's just said, it's still not on CoinGecko as well. So maybe, if they turn the focus now towards the token, maybe in a short amount of time, maybe we could see it on a BLOFIN or maybe, another accessible exchange for people. We've got Warren saying, have you tried Spritz Bank for an off-ramp? I've never even heard of it.
Who's that?
Spritz Bank.
Spritz.
No. What I personally do is I have so personally, obviously I use Coinbase, but Swissborg is fine as well, more than fine. But I do to and from Revolut with that, and then I go from Revolut to my traditional bank, which is Halifax. So then that way, there's never any crypto transactions appearing on my traditional bank, so they can't get funny with me. So if anyone does, have a problem, with the UK bank and stuff like that, just sign up to Revolut and use it as a go-between between, your on and off ramp, and then your traditional bank, and then that way you keep your bank clean, and they can't say to you, you're being scammed, or we're locking your account or whatever. But yes, we've We've got Wizard. Hello, Wizard. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining, mate. We've got 52 in the chat. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream. Let's get the algorithm going in our favour today. And we've got a superb thumbnail, which will cover the crash next. Do you want me to stay on screen, mate, or do you want to pop up?
You start, and if I see something interesting and I want to interrupt, I'll
Okay.
Well,
I will leave this on at the moment. I just need to go and take something out of the oven. So I'll leave you entertaining the chat for. I'll literally be less than 1 minute, but I'll leave you in. I'll leave you all in Sabre Crypto's capable hands.
Right. So at this point, I have to get my phone up so I can see the comments. Okay. So what we got? XTP. What's happening? Yeah, I told you that. Okay. Okay. XTP not on CoinGecko. I mean, a lot of people seem worried about that, but it's only a thing, isn't it? It's not a big deal. I did notice actually, because I've got XTP on my ledger. When I went into Ledger Live the other day, it said it was worth like nothing, and I was thinking, oh crap, what's happened there? And maybe they get their data from somewhere like CoinGecko, or they get it from like an API that comes from somewhere that was also down. So the fact that it kind of disappeared, well, the value disappeared from Ledger as well, that made me think that, okay, it's just a technical thing, really. So there you go, really. What else we got? You can get a card as well on Spritz. All right, okay. So does that give like anything like cash back or anything like that? That'd be interesting to know, Warren. Cow has fed the family well for this Christmas. Okay, we'll have a look at cow in a bit. I'll write that down. So we got cow. Wiz wants bake and mask. God, you like some weird things, don't you? Okay. What else? Popped in and dropped a like. Thank you, Fever, for the flavour. And can everyone else do that? Let's give this loads of likes and be good.
And I am back as well.
Oh, hello. So I've just been rabbiting away about the weird coins that Wiz wants.
Oh yeah, Wiz loves his weird coins. That's superb. Thank you for keeping the chat entertained. I had some carrots in the oven.
Carrots in the oven?
Yes, I had 2 big bags of carrots from shopping last week that I haven't used. So before the stream, I just peeled them, cut them all up, put some olive oil, some Cajun, some garlic, nice. Granules, some pepper, mixed it all up together and just whacked them in the oven. Just done like a massive tray bake of roasted carrots. Yeah, so I think I'll be having a bowl of that after the stream. But yeah, let's have a look at this dip from yesterday, because obviously the thumbnail is looking juicy today. But obviously we got the new all-time high yesterday, 108,275, and then we did get this fierce sell-off. This was actually interesting. This was a very aggressive sell-off after the US Open yesterday.
Oh, so can I interrupt?
Yes.
Right, that was that bing bong there. That was not my doorbell. That was an alert that I'd set saying, "Heath, let's effing go," because on the 1 hour the background has changed to green. That is a big deal because that hasn't happened for a long time.
All right. Okay. I do have it at the moment, and it's maybe it was. Is it for?
It might have been just one spell thingy. So
we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah.
If it does change, let's see what it's doing on. It's coming back down a little bit, isn't it, with Bitcoin? Maybe we set one for the 1 minute, shall we? And we'll try and fire off.
Yeah.
An ETH long on 1 minute.
Yeah. The interesting thing there is that hasn't been green on the 1 hour since the when was it? Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday night. Okay, so it was green there until Monday morning. Where are we now? Wednesday, isn't it? And then it's been like no trade. It was no trade until 1 o'clock this morning. And then it was red. It was red. So if that does go green, I think that would be a good sign, actually, that recent pullback of ETH might have been near a bottom.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. we'll keep an eye out because if we can get some, if we can get the bleed stop happening on Bitcoin, then we can fire off an ETH long. Then for the moment, we are still, maybe we drop down towards here. And if you did miss it, say with Crypto's latest video on the Stonksy channel, looked at timing and Ethereum entry, and it worked out perfectly for it, didn't it? We're using these Stonksy SR lines.
And literally, that's all I did, really. So, I mean, looking at this now, I would say, 3825 might be a good entry for Ethereum. I don't know, but not financial advice, of course.
Yes. So, we'll see. We are getting a little push back up, but we'll see if we do see anything anyway that we want to enter. We will enter rapidly. We'll just jump in there, gung ho, straight in, and we'll get this account going.
Anyway, sorry, I interrupted very badly there. Sorry.
No, it's more than fine. It's more than fine. We've got ICT saying, what even is XTP? It is the coin of Tap Global. So Tap Global is a fintech company in the UK and in the USA now as well. That's right, isn't it?
Shall I tell a story?
Yes, go for it. Go for it. We've got 56 people in the chat. In the stream. Go and drop a like for Sabre Crypto story is about to tell.
Thank you. No, I'll keep it brief and I'll try and not incriminate too many people. But XTP is a coin of Tap Global. It was a thing that Jordan TMG was putting out a lot of videos about 2 years ago, I think it was, and it was like really, really low cap then. And the thing about XTP is, if you look at the chart, not on anything you can see on TradingView, but if you look at it on CoinMarketCap, in fact, shall I get the chart up?
Yes, I'll let you share. Oh yeah, we're looking like that was flirting with going green then, wasn't it?
Actually, maybe I'll just tell you briefly, and then you can keep an eye on your chart. So keep it on you for the minute.
Yes, go on, carry on anyway.
So yeah, Jordan was talking quite a lot about XTP, and it was like really low. And at the time, we could use an exchange called Bittrex, where we were kind of looking at the pair of XTP with Bitcoin, right? And Jordan was saying this is going to be 100x or 50x or whatever, and a lot of people bought it, and then it went up quite a lot. And I must admit, at one point, I was kind of like about 90 grand up, and I was thinking, yeah, it's going to go up loads, and it's going to go up to 500,000, and I'll be able to buy a house with it, And like an idiot, I didn't sell it. I didn't take profit. I just hung on to it and watched it come all the way down again. And it went down below what I bought it for. Now, the thing that Jordan keeps saying is the fact that when he started talking about it, it was really, really low. And loads of people could have made a really decent profit. Like I could have done. I could have made 90 grand really easily in about 3 days if I'd have just taken my profit and sold it. A lot of us thought, well, okay, it's going to come down, then maybe go back up again, and it didn't. It stayed down. It's been down a lot, like a hell of a lot. So a lot of us have just been bag holding for the last 2 years, this stuff, and they've really struggled with getting legislation for the UK. And the problem is that the most of the holders seem to be in the UK. And yeah, I just hope it comes good. But that is the story. Basically, it's something that TMG spoke about a lot, and he's got slagged off a lot because it didn't go up like he said. But I actually think it will one day. So I'm going to hang on to my bags anyway.
Well, yeah, they're obviously still working. I mean, that's a great story, and obviously, it's one of them in it where you just think, live and learn. Next time, you'll probably take profit.
So many things like that. I mean, one of my biggest holding is EGLD, because when I was first learning to trade, I was doing it on Binance back in 2020. I wasn't touching leverage. I was just doing, just buying stuff on spot and then selling it when it went up. And I think it was a call from someone like Crypto Jack or something. He said, oh, the price of ERD, that's what it's called in those days when it was Alrond. So the price of ERD will probably go up, and it didn't. It kind of like went down a lot. and I just spent $3,000 on ERD. And it went down to about a third of the value, and I thought, oh crap! And I didn't sell it or anything. I just hung on to it, and then they changed it into EGLD, and I thought eGold, that sounds great. That was, people are going to buy that. It's going to be worth loads, and it went even more. So what I did was I doubled my bag. I bought I bought the same again, which cost me almost nothing then. So my average entry price for EGLD was $7, and it still is. So I then watched it go from $7 up to 550, and I didn't sell a bloody single one of them, And then I watched it come all the way back down to about 20, and now it's at about 45, I think. So, lesson to be learned. I mean, that was my first bull run. This is my second, and I honestly thought I had these things that were going to go up forever, and things don't. I think, who's the guy from CSE Plus, Block Pro, yeah. Something he said the other week. He said, if you look at your account and you think, that's a lot of money, he said, take it.
Yeah.
So don't just look at the numbers and feel good about it. Take the money, And I think that's really, really good advice. If you see a massive profit, take it.
Yeah, at the point where you think, "Wow, I'm rich," that's that's the point where you cut it, pretty much.
It is. It's the same with trades as well. There's something Jordan said the other week. Is the bit when you download the little thingy from the exchange saying how much you're up or whatever. Yeah. Only do that and post it on Telegram or Twitter or whatever. Only do that when you've actually closed the trade. Don't do it when you're in the middle of the trade, because if you do it in the middle of a trade, it comes down. It always does. So the bit when you think, I'm really proud of that, that's when you close the trade. It's not the day after,
Yeah.
And I'm terrible for this. I'm terrible for hanging on to trades for too long and then watching them come back down again, So I'm trying to teach myself a lesson by saying this in front of everyone. So,
there you are. There you all are. We've got some good stories to tell today, haven't we? Got some good stories to tell. But yeah, there is a lesson in there for sure. And, you're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it at some point, because at some point, it's everyone's first cycle and stuff. And I was guilty of it as well. Morning guilty, but you live and learn, and that's the only thing that you can do. It's just take them lessons in it and just carry them over to the next time.
I forgot where we were. What are you looking at?
Well, I was just going to say, the word Divine says a big old tray of roasted carrots is wild. So we got that. We got ICT saying Dave peeled up, put spices, and took 2 bags of carrots.
How many carrots are we talking about here?
Oh, two. The bags that you get from the supermarket.
Well, like a kilogram or something.
Yeah, like 2 of them. So we've just got 2 kilograms of roasted carrots, pretty much. Just took out the oven.
So what, you like batch cooking, or you can eat it all in one go?
No, I was just cooking them just so they didn't go sour.
Oh, okay.
Just cooking them off so they didn't go. Otherwise, they'll end up going all horrible in the bag and stuff like that.
So what are you going to do? Make freeze them or something?
I don't know. Well, I'll have a bowl of them after the stream.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe I'll have a bowl of them on the stream if I do another long stream today. Who knows? I might treat you all to hear me eat.
Yeah, live roasted carrot. That'd be
live eating, never mind live trading, live eating. Coffee Club saying, "Come on, Eve, give us God candle." I know. Give us it. ICT's asking when to buy more Doge. That's an interesting question. That's how much is left in the tank for Doge? Is it going to $1? I spoke to Tap. Someone said about the CoinGecko listing, and they said they were working on it.
Okay.
Pull up the RLUSD chart. Why? It's just a stable coin. It'll just be at $1. I mean, we suppose we could pull it up if you really want. Saying what season is it? I believe it's Solana season. If you choose Stonksy away with the blank areas and no trade zones, Peter. They are no trade zones is what they are. Just means when it doesn't see anything. When you screenshot it, it's a sign to sell. Yeah, Wiz says.
Yeah.
Pepe on the carrots, says Perdita. And the chat is way more interested about Dave's carrots than effing XTP. Well, I suppose everyone's interested about these carrots, yeah. But I did, while he was telling that story, I did put a trade on as Eth was in the green here. And I have put the stop loss down at below this support level. So I'm using Stonksy's support level to cut this. And it looks like I'll probably get took out on it. I'm currently losing 1%, which is more than fine. You know, risk managed. And we'll let it take us out if we go.
What you want? Oh, okay. Oh,
yes. Yes, I took one, and I'm using Stonksy's SR lines to manage the risk right below this support level here. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's at the mercy of Bitcoin, isn't it? It's at the mercy of Bitcoin. See what Bitcoin's going to do today. Had another sell up here on the 1 minute on Bitcoin, but
why did I say 38.25 earlier on?
Is that a level that you're looking to buy?
Yeah, that was the support line I was looking at.
Down here. Is it on maybe the hour?
Oh, I'm looking on the one. Looking at the 1 hour. Looking at the 1 hour chart.
Yeah, the 1 hour 38.25. So maybe we could close this and set a bid there and see what happens. Well, it's closed anyway. We'll wait to see it because it'd be more fun, obviously, entering it live. We'll see what happens if we get down here. But yes, what should we look at then? Should we cover some charts?
Yeah.
Shall we cover some charts? Let's try and do some different ones as well. Someone dropped some different ones in. Oh, we got Justin in the chat, the legend Justin. We've got 62 in as well. We've got 62 in. Do make sure you go and drop a like on the stream. I think we are getting some people just jumping in. I think who maybe aren't subbed and stuff. Maybe it's the thumbnail drawing people in. But do make sure you drop a like on the stream. And if you're not signed up to BLOFIN, click the first link in the description. It's non-KYC, so you don't have to give them your ID when you sign up. It's a very easy process as well. It takes under 1 minute to sign up, and you can use it anywhere in the world with a VPN if you are in a restricted region. And if you deposit 1K and trade over 1 million in volume before the end of the month, you get $400 deposited in your account thanks to BLOFIN. So do make sure you click that link in the description and sign up. But yeah, we've got Justin in. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Great to see you in the chat. Did you read my BLOFIN glitch? I did, saying that you open a trade and your balance goes down. I don't know if that's serious or not. If it was a joke, if it's serious, it would just be taking the fees out for opening the trade. We've got a problem here. We've got Perdita saying I'm over leveraged on FTM, 70% loss. Is there any hope? Right. I think we owe it to Perdita to try and help them out here. What do you think, Saver Crypto?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's have a look anyway.
We've got Warren saying just signed up to BLOFIN, Dave. Yes, Warren, absolute legend. Make sure you do your trading on BLOFIN, and everyone else who's not signed up, go and join Warren over there at BLOFIN. It's great to hear. But yeah, Perdita, it sounds like you've got yourself in a bit of a pickle there, pal. So let's go and have a look. So you're in a 70% loss. So I'm guessing you probably entered up here, maybe. I would imagine. There's no way you could be in a 70% loss from shorting it. So
unless he's got silly leverage.
Yes, I don't know. Where did you enter? What's your entry? What is your entry? Oops, didn't mean 45-minute chat. It's not one of you very often. What is your entry? And is there any hope? I'm guessing you're edging towards your liquidation point, aren't you? So is there any hope? It depends where's your. Give us the details. Give us your entry and your liquidation point, and we'll have a look. I feel like I'm. Do you know what I feel like I'm on? Say with crypto. I feel like I'm on. Have you ever watched the Dave Ramsey show?
I haven't.
No, he's a big finance guy in the US, traditional finance, not crypto. But he has a show where he basically built up millions and millions of dollars from doing like the old boring finance stuff. And he has a show called the Dave Ramsey Show, and basically people ring in, telling them the problems, or sometimes they're not actually problems. Sometimes you get someone ringing in saying, I've got $1 million of this stock, shall I sell it? But most of the time it's people ringing up with problems, and I feel like we're on that show at the moment because we've got Perdita in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out where he entered.
So 135.
130.
That's not even really that far away. How much leverage are you using? And the liquidation point is 12289. Would be amusing to hear Dave answer calls. It would be very amusing, yes. Maybe we do. I think starting something like that would be great. It'd be like confessions, wouldn't it? That account on Twitter. But ring up and tell me your crypto problems, and I'll try and help you.
Yeah.
But we've got Justin saying FTM, you're dead. I'm afraid. So in Justin's opinion, you might get liquidated on this.
I must admit, don't
add more margin. Don't listen to Warren. No, never add margin to a losing trade like that because you just get yourself in more of a pickle. You don't want to then lose double the amount or whatever. So let's see. Let's outline this. So this is liquidation point here. So we've got, what is it? 122 what? 12289. Let's get it on the chart. Let's get it on the chart. Right. Right. So we've got it on the chart here, right? And the entry was I can't remember. It doesn't. It was 1355 was the entry. So let's get that on as well.
Can you tell us what leverage you're using, Perdita?
10x.
10x. Oh yeah. 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 So what I said last week, wasn't it? I mean, generally, look at how much a coin moves over the course of a week or so, and with something like Phantom, from like, say, I don't know, top to the bottom, it typically moves something like 60% in a few days.
Yeah.
So doing that on 10x leverage is just suicide, really.
So just straight for me, out the off, I could say that these wicks are prime for taking. I would say a sweep of them wicks is probably something that might be likely. I would say.
Yeah, I've just realised Perdita means loss, doesn't it, in Spanish, or something like that. Or small loss, isn't it? Perdita, is that right? Anyway, it might be a bigger loss. So. Yeah. The only thing about the adding more margin thing, right? There is an exception to that, and it's I looked at an ETH trade I've got on Bybit this morning, and I looked at it, and it was 33% down, and I was thinking, oh crap, And then I realised my margin was $6.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, well I can double that. It only cost me $6 to double it, so I did, and the liquidation point's down at $3,000 now, so I'm not worried about that. So, but obviously, if you've got all your money in there, and
I really hope that this isn't. I really hope that there isn't a lot of money on the line here. I really hope. Perdita, do not say that there's a lot of money on the line, please. Please say that at least, even if you're going to get liquidated, it's not that bad. But we got Justin saying he thinks it's coming down to 85 cents before the year end. Which, like Saver Crypto just said, it does suffer these massive swings in the market, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, with any altcoin, if you've not traded it before, I'd honestly just suggest, even if you haven't looked at the chart properly, just don't go any more than 2x leverage, because you don't need to, because they move so rapidly anyway.
So we got Perdita saying, blame Moon Carl. Don't be entering trades on what other people are telling you to do.
He's incredible, actually. Like yesterday, he was like,
if you were looking at Stonksy, Stonksy was red, so you've gone against that. So naughty Perdita.
Well, I was actually looking at that myself, actually, and if you'd have gone with Stonksy on the hourly, right, you'd have entered Phantom on Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah.
And then when it was 126, and you would have gone up 17% in the next hour or so if you'd have done it on the 1 hour. And even now, you'd actually still be at break even pretty much. No, slightly break even. If you'd have looked at the 1 hour on Stonksy, I'm a massive fan of the 1 hour on Stonksy, which is why I'm quite excited about seeing that thing on ETH. Yeah.
So there's 127 shekels, so I'm guessing 127 USDT margin in the trade. Now, obviously, for some people that can be a lot, can't it? Depending on where you are in the world. I just hope that it's not that bad. But yeah, next time, make sure you're managing your risk, and go off your own TA, or use obviously something like Stonksy to help you. I don't know if you have Stonksy or not, I'm not too sure. Or just manage your risk better. Just make sure you've got a stop loss in there and stuff. Even if you are going off someone else's, to just make sure you've got a stop loss in there somewhere. But,
I mean, it's very, very easy to say in retrospect, obviously, but
yeah, we've all been there. We've all been there. I've done it myself. I've done it myself where we've had a trade open. You go in and you just refuse to take the loss, and you do end up getting liquidated. I've done it plenty of times. Everyone has. You do start somewhere, or sometimes even if you're experienced, you can still make a mistake. But yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know what best is for you. How much out of that 126? So you'd be saving 30%. So you'd be saving roughly around $40 out of the trade, wouldn't you, if you closed here?
Which is better than nothing.
It's better than nothing, yeah, for sure.
If you get licked, then you can have zero.
What would be pretty savage is if you closed it here and then it does this. That would be very savage. But yeah, you just got to decide what you want to do for yourself. We can't sit here and tell you, we're not financial advisors, so we can't sit here and tell you to close it, keep it open, whatever. However, I'm sure there might be a few in the chat that will direct you as to what they think. But yeah, if anyone's got any more of these are really interesting to do live on stream. I kind of like this. Obviously, not like people losing. I don't like seeing any of you lose, but it's interesting to go through like some live scenarios that people are in right now. Like I said, it's like you're on a Dave Ramsey show. But that is FTM. So yeah, very interesting situation that you find yourself in there, Perdita.
I wouldn't say interesting. It's like,
what would you do right now, Dave? Honestly, I can't tell you because I don't want you to do something based off me.
I would actually close it.
So we got Taylor Crypto saying he would close it. We got Justin saying 124 is next. So yeah, I would probably follow on with them.
I mean, basically, if you end up with $40, then it's quite feasible. You can get that back to 128. But if you've got nothing, you're gonna have to.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to put some money in, aren't you?
On the chin, haven't you?
Well, I always have this thing with myself. If I really screw up, then I want it so that I can try and get back to where I was by not spending any money. So I will actually, get the bits I've got left, and I will actually trade it back up to where I was, and then that way I think, well, okay, I haven't wasted any money. I've just wasted time, really. You know, and you look at your kind of progress over time, and you think, well, that's a bit annoying because that's put me back 4 weeks, but nevertheless, it's better than just losing a load of money and then getting your wages and putting it into crypto, then doing it all over again. Because by trading up that smaller amount of money, you work on your skills, and you don't just repeat the same thing and just put money down the drain. And which is why I don't really buy crypto. I kind of I just use what I earn, and if it goes down, then I do what I can to get it back up again. And sometimes your account goes very high, and you think that's great, and then it goes down a bit because you make a mistake, and then you get back up again. And over time, if you just make sure you don't lose all your money, I mean,
that's it.
Losing
stay in the game, haven't you? You've got to stay in the game.
Yeah, losing half your account is horrible and devastating, but I think we've all done it at some point. But you can get back, but you can't get back with nothing.
Yeah, that's it. That's right. We've got Mr. Del saying afternoon. What's going on in Groovetown? We were just covering a live trade for Perdita, is what we were doing. It's very interesting as well. We got Andy saying accidentally reversed a trade yesterday. Fat fingers straight, lost 350. Again, accidents happen, don't they? You know that you'll have to separate them fingers a bit more, Andy, next time.
Are we all totally clear about what reversing a trade actually does?
Yeah, so does everyone know what reversing a trade does? Because you explained this yesterday, didn't you, in the comment section?
I did, yeah. I'll tell you why. It was because my eldest daughter, her boyfriend started doing a bit of trading and stuff because he'd seen what I was doing.
Yeah.
And then he'd noticed the reverse button on BitGet, I think it was. And he thought, oh, that's good. So if you make a bad trade, you just sort of go reverse and it makes it all better again. He was thinking it was like the Control Z of trading. and it's not. When you press reverse, what it does, it closes your current position. So for example, if you're on a long, it will close your current position and then it will turn that into a short. So what people sometimes do is they see the price coming down, they're already in a loss. Say you're like 50% down, you think, oh, I'm going to reverse that. Okay. So you're already in a loss from a long, you reverse it, turns it into a short. So you lose straight away there because you closed the long essentially, and then you're in a short, and then the price goes back up and you get probably liquidated on that as well. So you get like double screwed, sort of doing that. So that's what it does. It works really well if, say, you're in a long and you'll think you're near a top and you're like well in profit. If you reverse it then obviously that long is going to turn into a short, complete with all your profits, right?
Yeah.
And then you can, if the price comes down, you can make profit coming back down again. So that's when it works best. Or alternatively, if you're in a short and the price is going down and down and down, you think this is great profit, nearly near the bottom now, reverse it and then go back up and then trade it back up. That's what the reverse button does. It doesn't undo a trade and it doesn't get you out of a spot if you're in a losing trade. It makes you lose money. So just be aware of what exactly it does. It's the correct name, reverse, because that's what it does. But at the same time, it's not undo. Okay.
Yeah. That's it. So we've got Justin saying, looks to me like leverage is fine, but you've used too much capital in the trade. So that's to Perdita. You just didn't have a point as well where you recognised that it was wrong too. Where was your point of being wrong? Well, it seemed like it was just like liquidation. But yeah, we've got people trying to get him to double down and add more into it. No, don't. Honestly, don't do that because you're just adding more to a failed idea. We've got Mark Ball being a savage saying that he's providing liquidity. Oh my god! Oh my god! When is FOMC tonight? Tonight, the rate decision is tonight. 7 o'clock UK time. And they'll probably just cut 25 basis points like it's expected. I don't see any reason why to expect the unexpected. Okay, in profit, but a nightmare when in a loss. Plus, it doesn't ask for confirmation. Interesting. But yeah, I received pillows today. Oh, right, I must have sent them out to you. Sample. Well, enjoy. FTM pumping. It is getting a little tiny pump on. To be fair, it's getting a little from where we was looking at it. Then it is slightly up. So you'll be obviously not in as much of a loss as you was 10, 20 minutes ago. However, it's just come back all the way. It's coming back down. But yeah, if anyone's got any other stories like this, or if you are in a trade and you want you want us to go through it live, don't be scared. Don't be scared to voice it like Perdita did. It's very brave. But if anyone is in a bit of a troublesome position, let us map it out on the chat. We can give our opinion, and obviously people in the chat like Justin and Wiz and everyone else, they'll give all their opinion on, what potentially might be the best form of action. But yeah, do let me know. I'm not going to lie. I don't enjoy you losing money. I wish that you were winning. But it's an interesting, addition to the stream for sure. Shall we look at a different ticker? What should we look at? This is something, I don't know if this is on your radar, Say with Crypto. I don't know if you've seen me go through it yesterday, but I was alerted to it by Kay in the chat, and I think Justin is also monitoring it. OM. So OM, if I just get rid of Stonksy for a sec, OM has gone up 146x in the past year. And it's definitely cemented. I think it's within the top 25. Now, after such a run, this to me looks like it might be distribution. So I'm looking to short this at some point. My prime target would be a run of the highs and then back below.
So is it? Oh, it's Mantra.
Yeah, Mantra. But this, after such a run, this looks like to me it might be distribution, which is what we was going through yesterday. But I would love something like this. I would love nothing more than a fast run up. Just take that wick out and get back below and short it, and then go for it, go for glory. Then
does it like a first part of a massive Bart Simpson, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to start building a short on this. You've got Justin saying he's short on OM as well. Where did it go up to yesterday? It went up to 1414. Yeah, I think I'm going to start building a short on this. Not financial advice, of course, but personally, yeah, I like the look of building a short on this. Low leverage short, because you might get a wild move. You might get a wild move up to take out this high. But to me, it looks like it might be distributed. After it's done 146x, you will have people that will want to take profits now. Even if you bought in November, you're still up. So say even if you bought here in November, you're still up nearly 3x. You're up 183%.
That's amazing.
It's interesting. It's interesting for sure. I'm keeping an eye on it. And yeah, I think I might start building a short on it.
How are you going to do that, Dave?
I'll just slowly clip in. So I'll be using low leverage, probably 2-3x.
Okay.
And I'll just slowly clip in. I'll figure out, how much I want margin in the trade. And then I'll just slowly clip in, yeah. Maybe do a third, something like that. Maybe quarter. Or maybe I might just decide, you know what, I'm just going to go here. This is my point of entry. And then, yeah, just take it on the chin, whatever happens. Pretty much. But yeah, we've got Justin saying 2.5 target for take profit. So yeah.
What, for Mantra?
Yeah, for it coming back down. It's always good to have Justin on board. He's going to DM me the OM plan. Thank you very much, mate. I'll look out for that after the stream. I'll have a look if you DM me now, or when I come off stream, I'll have a look for it. But yeah. We've got 66 people in as well. It's good going, this, isn't it? Because I don't even think Jordan's posted it anywhere.
I'll tell you what it might be, because I did that video this morning about XTP.
Yeah.
And those videos always get a lot of views. And I started off by saying I'm going to be on the Dave and Save show at 12 o'clock. So
Dave and Save, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
So I started off saying that. So hopefully it's people who watched that video and thought, okay, maybe that bloke knows what he's talking about. I don't, by the way.
You do. You definitely do, mate. You definitely do.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, you're very modest. And we've got ICT say my brother put his entire net worth in OM January 2023.
Nice.
I don't believe you. I'll be honest. I don't believe you. If he did, that's fantastic, as he took his money out yet. I want to know more details on this.
He's probably 7 years old.
Yeah.
He put all his pocket money in.
Yeah, I don't know. Part of me doesn't believe you, but part of me if that is true, then he must be up massively. Like, he must just be on an island somewhere, because January. January was when it started to pump, so he must, even if he didn't get the exact bottom. Oh, we saw a YouTube video. Oh, so we actually did it. How much is he up now? tell me he's taking it out here. Obviously not financial advice, but if I'd have put my whole net worth in OM, I would be selling like crazy at this range here. That's just me, not financial advice, just what I would do. I'd be taking it all out and enjoying all that money. It's pretty crazy though.
There are weird things like that, though, aren't they? They're just, you know, I mean, when things like that go up, I mean, you just don't know what to do you? I mean,
yeah, and that's it, isn't it? That's how that's how you end up round tripping, isn't it? Because you're caught in the days and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to mention it again, but that's exactly what I did with XTP. I just, you know, I saw my money go up massively, and then I watched it come down again. And, and you know, when it's coming down, you don't believe it's going to go back to where it started, and it, you know, it went below where I started, and it's just, it's I think you just have to think, you know, I'm just going to have to just take the profit. There is the other thing, you know, I keep thinking, a lot of people talk these days about, you know, I'm going to put some money in a low leverage long and just leave it. And people are talking about, you know, buying sort of like Bitcoin and then, you know, having a 2x on it and then just leaving it for months. And I keep thinking, well, that wouldn't actually gain that much, you know, sort of like, obviously if the price of Bitcoin goes up to like 200 grand, then, you know, you can make a fair bit sort of thing. But if you compare that with what you were on about the other day of like, you know, just making a few percent every day and then compounding what you're playing with, you can make a ton more money than doing that, you know. So, you know, if you were to sort of, you know, say you had some commodity like OM and, you know, you 10x your money, then if you just think, okay, well, I'll just take that, I won't even look at OM again. And then use that money for something else. Or, you know, you see OM come down a bit and you think, okay, well, I'll buy more of it now, and then, you know, maybe do that and watch it go up again. Once you've got more money to play with, I think it's actually, you know, it makes life a lot easier than sitting there looking at something that's, you know, in the process of like 50xing, you know. I think what I'm saying is you really just have to sell and take profit and then think, okay, I've got the money now, I can look for a new opportunity. And that kind of mindset of thinking, you know, that was my only one chance, you know, and I was in a good trade, I have to hang on to it forever. You don't, you know.
But wise words for sure. Very wise words. So I was just calculating it out then. So 3x leverage from here would give you a liquidation point of 527. So it'd give you a lot of room. You know, that would give me, you know, you'd have a 30%. Yeah, you'd have a 30% gap. And then if you was to do 4x, it would be 493. But I think I'm going to go and short this after the stream. I'll be honest.
Where were you getting those upper levels from?
I'm looking on BLOFIN now.
Okay.
Looking on BLOFIN.
No. I mean, when you had the Stonksy chart up, you had some like.
Oh yeah, here I've calculated it on BLOFIN, so I've got a trade open here. Obviously, this is only with $100, but it's still the same trade in it. It would just be an amount. And here the lick price. So this is on 3x. The lick price will be 525 now because it's come down a tiny little bit.
Yeah.
And then it will give you a profit of just over 100%.
Okay. Well, what's making you think that it's going to roll over?
Just how it looks. It looks like standard. If we are, let's go. Let's have a look here. So we'll do this live on stream as well. Wyckoff distribution schematic. And something I was discussing yesterday was obviously about a UTAD. So people are asking what a UTAD is. It's up thrust after distribution. But if you look at this, are you looking at what I'm sharing? Say with crypto.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah.
So if you just look at that structure there, this is Wyckoff. You know, standard. You know, one of the most easy things, you know, that you can just look for and try and identify in terms of market structure. And then you look at, if we go, let's go to the 4-hour chart. So we look at that, I mean, obviously you can go further back, but this looks like the blow off top, if this is the top. And then you look at this. Looks like distribution to me. No, here's an example of it. Here's a prime example. Now the UTAD is interesting because up thrust after distribution. So if we was to get that, obviously you would get the up thrust. You'd probably get it towards about 470, 480 if we do get it. And then the UTAD, then the price would close back into the distribution range and then tail off.
I must admit, I've been aware of wick off thingies, but I've never actually seen anyone talk about it in real life about something like that. So thank you, Dave.
Yes, no problem. Dave, you had charts in your DMs. Thank you very much, mate. I'll take a look straight after the stream. But yeah, that's what it looks like to me anyway. That is the main one, because it's gone up so much. So I think just at some point, early investors, whether they've invested privately or, people who've accumulated, at some point they're going to take profits. But then obviously, just in terms of structure as well, it does look like a distribution range because of how, if you go to the daily chart, look at this. It's unbelievable.
So do we know what caused that spike on the 11th of December?
On the 11th of December.
I'm just looking on the 1 hour chart.
Oh, that one. I don't know. Well, to be fair, maybe that was the UTAD. It's not to say that there needs to be another UTAD. Maybe that was up thrust after distribution. Maybe that's what that was. It's entirely possible because, to be fair, it has been going a while. So maybe that was the UTAD. And then maybe now we're moving on to the Lipsy. And then the idea is obviously that you break down.
What does it mean again? UTAD?
Up thrust after distribution. So you distribute and then you get the up thrust, which basically clears all stops and liquidity above,
right?
Where people have been trying to short. So obviously, where did they'll think, oh, I'll put my stops, or my liquidation point will be above, this bit here. So say if you were shorting all this bit,
right,
where am I safe? Oh, I'll put it above here. The idea is the up thrust clears that, traps some more people, obviously above here as well, and then carries on down.
Okay.
It's interesting. It's interesting. We were covering it yesterday on stream, but it's going to be one that we'll carry on having a look at for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Stonksy did catch the move up, which was nice. Right on the right before it happened.
Because ideally, what you want is someone once told me that you want to have your entry where everybody else's liquidation point is.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Which is obviously why another run up would be perfect, but potentially that was the UTAD. So I don't know. It would be interesting to watch out for, and it's something that will definitely carry on monitoring on stream.
I'm going to make a note of that anyway. Yes. Yeah, that looks like a good one. I do like things as well that aren't just following Bitcoin. You know what I mean?
It's gone and done its own thing, hasn't it?
Yeah. Because then, when everything else is like, crap in the bed or something like that, then you've got something else to play with, haven't you? Yeah. Okay.
So what? Clear invalidation on the daily closes. Thank you very much, mate. I'll take a look at them charts straight away. Thank you very much for sending me them over. That was me doing 100x short. RN says, but yeah, that's interesting. So, shall we move on to some charts anyway? Charts? Right, get your charts in the chat. Let's get your charts in the chat. Make sure you do drop a like on the streams. I've still got 53 people in, and if you do want to come and trade OM or trade anything else potentially, Bitcoin, ETH, whatever, do make sure you sign up to BLOFIN. First link in the description. Non-KYC, so you're all good with just signing up with your email. If you deposit $1,000 and trade 1 million in volume before the end of the month, you get $400 sent into your account courtesy of BLOFIN. So do make sure you click that. So I've got someone asking for Sol. So Potato said Sol. And we've got Wiz saying in a cow short. Do you want me to carry on, mate, or do you want to get your screen up? I'm not too fussed, but it's up to yourself.
I'm quite enjoying looking at yours, actually, to be honest.
Oh yes, is that right? Yes.
But
Was
I don't
it?
know. I'm easy, you know.
No,
So,
it's all right. I don't mind carrying on. Let's have a look at Cow anyway, then we'll have a look at Salford Perdita.
yeah.
Try and make them feel a bit better. So this is actually something interesting that I was actually looking at. Here you go. So this is actually drawn out yesterday for those that you were still here. So I was looking at, the similarities potentially between this structure and the structure now, which obviously, this earlier in the month, well, last week, you had the run up, then we had the downwards channel, then the consolidation, and then another run up. Now, something obviously I was highlighting yesterday was we had the downwards channel again, and now it's obviously looking like it's getting that consolidation, potentially, maybe another run up. But I suppose we'll see. The similarities are there in the moves for sure. Run up, obviously slow bleed down, consolidation, finding a bottom of the move, and then carrying on.
Cow.
So it's interesting. I mean, Stonksy is still green as well. I don't know whether we're going to get continuation or not. Obviously, it's forming. It's obviously forming some form of level of support around here as well.
That's a great Stonksy example on the 1 hour, isn't it? Because even to where we are now is 53% up.
Yeah.
And at the peak it was 100. So you could have doubled your money there.
Yeah.
But you could have doubled your money on spot. No leverage.
Yeah. This only opened as well last Thursday, so not even a week.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, not even a week so far. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know whether we're going to get the same move again, or maybe maybe it does tail off. Either way, whoever caught the move has made plenty of money. But the similarities in the moves are definitely there. This bit, is now similar to this bit. I don't know if it's going to carry on. I don't know. I'm not trading it, but it looks interesting. Mm-hmm. So that's Cow anyway. Cow is one that it keeps making an appearance as well on the streams. So it's another interesting one because obviously it's lost some of its momentum in the market while ETH took over. But obviously we did have this push up yesterday, which happened on stream, which was good because we're in a nice profit that I didn't close. But hey ho, there we go. But yeah, I think at some point Sol, will get its proper breakout. At some point. I don't actually think it looks too bad. What do you think?
I'm actually just looking at the Sol ETH chart on having to use Binance as a data source, which looks like Sol's in a bit of a state actually. Yeah, so it's probably a good buy at the moment, that's for sure, if you want to buy it on spot. As far as trading, I don't know. I'm just a bit worried about it going south.
Yeah. Could definitely get a flush, couldn't it, below here? Below that, take all these stops, potentially.
So, yeah. What are you looking at again? Okay.
This is Sol. We've got Matthew in the chat saying, which exchange? BLOFIN. BLOFIN. So do click the link. First link in the description, Matthew. BLOFIN. Sign yourself up to BLOFIN. It's non-KYC. We've got Baker and Mask as well on the list. We've got Justin saying 185 for Sol is a buy. So yeah, potentially maybe another little drop down towards this level here. And again, we'll clear all these wicks, which will no doubt be a big liquidity build up below these. And we've got ICT saying, I have 30k coming in. Can you tell me one coin that I can rely on for a 30 to 40% gain? I don't know if you can rely on anything at the moment, to be honest. Alts look like they're weak against Bitcoin. And if we do get a flush on Bitcoin, maybe back into, the 90s or whatever, I think alts are going to suffer.
Yeah, I'm going to be in a similar situation actually, probably in January, because we sold my dad's bungalow, and I'm going to inherit a bit of money, and a similar sort of amount really, and I'll keep thinking, what shall I do with it? And I honestly think I'm going to wait until something really bad happens,
Yeah.
and something like MicroStrategy goes bust or something, and Bitcoin comes down to 30K, that's the sort of thing I'm going to wait for that day, I think, and then
I actually think that's I don't know about MicroStrategy going bust, but I think definitely a revisit towards 30-40K next bear market is not out of the question.
yeah, definitely.
I don't think. I think it's more than capable. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? For sure. That's what personally I was looking around 32K. I've already got highlighted on the chart. But yeah.
Yeah. So what I don't want to do is to spend like tens of thousands of quid on Bitcoin and then watch it go down to 30K.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel too bad if that happened, because I know it'll probably go back up. But at the same time, it'd be great to like have that ready to deploy. If I did see something like that. So I think, as ever, the dollar cost averaging thing. If you've got like a big pile of money, dollar cost averaging into something that can't go wrong, really. And I think over time, Bitcoin can't really go wrong, can it? Whereas everything else can, in my mind. I mean, Ethereum looks great, but what happens if Vitalik gets shot or gets run over or something? Then
Yeah. Or even worse, he gets another girlfriend. Oh wow.
you never know. I mean, because it's run by people, and people do strange things, and that could happen. And that's why I like Bitcoin so much. Is can't really go wrong.
No, but you obviously do. You do have the added thing of the large holders now, don't you? What happens if something happens to Michael Saylor?
Yeah.
You do have that as well. We've got Justin saying his main orders are $80 for Solana in Q1 next year. So Justin's expecting a massive dip in the market into Q1 next year. We've got SMFC saying, I've been doing £3 a day into Bitcoin since early September. It's almost at $700 now. DCA is the way. So what is your P&L on that?
Trying to work it out. £3 a day.
Yes. So he's at $700. I'm guessing you must, you must have got a decent amount. When did we actually break upwards? I can't remember. Was it November that we actually had the breakout? When was it? Yeah. I was yeah, November, like start of November-ish. It was when. So you would have had 2 months in there. You must be up. What about 300 quid, something like that, from what you've put in? You must be about 300 quid from what you've put in, I would imagine.
And that's that's an interesting thing. I've got a mate as well. He knows nothing about crypto. He's good at making installing electric driveway gates and building decks and sheds. That's what that's where his skills are. He knows nothing about crypto, but back in January, he said, I think I might get into a bit of this, and what he did, he bought $5,000 worth of Bitcoin when it was about 54K, right?
Yeah.
January. And then, I'd only hear from him every sort of few weeks when he'd sort of moan about the fact that it had gone down. Then, of course, now he's well happy, because obviously it's worth twice as much as what he paid for it, But if he'd have split that $5,000 into like 5 lots of $1,000, and if he'd have invested that in January, February, March, April, he'd have got all those lower prices as well. And then now he would have a lot more, wouldn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that's what I might do when I get my dad's money. I don't know.
Thing is, it's always good to have that pot there in it for a rainy day because you don't want to, especially for something like that. Obviously, with it where it's coming from, you don't want to time it wrong, do you? You kind of want to buy the anarchy. When there's a really bad time or a really bad day or something.
Oh
You know,
yeah, you want it. Yeah,
like that we had in August. Obviously, when the Nikkei fell dramatically, and we got the crash below 50k. Something like a day like that. When everything's down like 15, 20, potentially more. Sort of like a day like that when it makes sense though as well. When it makes sense. But yeah, I think keeping it to the side for the inevitable bear market at some point is a really good idea.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, just looking at this Solana thing. So from where we are now, right? If some people think it could come down to 8185, which would be a good entry. Okay, so we're talking a possibility of it coming down another 15%, right? So if you're thinking about leverage with something like Solana, right, 15% for a move that could quite easily happen, that's massive. If you compare that with Bitcoin, that's a massive move, right? So literally your leverage, if you're using something like, I don't know, even like 5x is way too much. You've really got to be like on like 2, 3 at the maximum. So just bear that in mind. Also, I just think about Perdita and the Phantom thing. It's 10x leverage on something like that is just suicide.
Yeah, this mask, we caught a lovely short on mask on the 5 minute. That dropped lovely. Do you want to put your screen on for a sec, mate? Because I'm going to have to go to the toilet. Okay. I'm probably going to stay on. You can just let me know when you've had enough, but I'll probably stay on for the 3-hour mark again. So another hour and 20 minutes. So I'll get the toilet in now while I can. But you just let me know when you've had enough. You're fine to depart whenever. If you want to stay on, you can stay on for as long as you want. You are more than welcome.
That's all right. I do think my bladder is synchronized with yours, though. So,
do you want to go first while I've got my screen on, and then I'll stay on and go through mask, and then you can take over.
Right.
You
yeah.
go first. We'll take it in turns.
I'll be a
minute. In terms of mask that Wiz asked for, we did catch a really nice drop yesterday, obviously into today, and we've finished the background there. So that caught just shy of 7% from open till close. In terms of the 1 hour, it's actually been a really good performer, mask. We've saw a lot of chop recently, so a lot of charts, are going in and out of colours a little bit. But in terms, we did catch a move up here last week. Then we caught the drop, which then reversed. But you did have all this opportunity to get out. Then we caught this, and same thing is here. Push all the way up, and then fast drop down. And then we are still in the red on this 1 hour, which again is in nice profits as well. So yeah, Mask's been a good performer. Again, caught the upwards move there. So yeah, it's interesting. That's Mask. I'll let Save Crypto can go through. What was the other one? Mask and Bake, wasn't it? So Bake. So we'll have Save Crypto go through Bake while I go to the toilet. How did everyone get on claiming Pengu? They did a drop. I was eligible for $3,800. I did all right, to be fair. I got $500 in total of Pengu. So for free, it's nothing to be sniffed at, is it? Nothing to be sniffed at. $500 for free. But some people that I know got a couple grand's worth. So yeah, really good drop for anyone who had an Ethereum or Solana wallet a while ago.
I'm back, by the way.
Right, superb. Well, I'll turn my screen off and you can finally put yours on. I'll add you up. There you are. So you're on. So I believe the next ticket that you can go through Sol if you want to first, up to yourself. But the next one that was asked for was Bake. So I'll leave you in Bake's capable hands. And make sure everyone drops a like as well. And do make sure you go into the description and check out Save with Crypto's links and give him a follow on both while you're watching the stream.
And thank you very much for that. Right. Okay. So I was going to set this thing to BLOFIN so we can just look at stuff on BLOFIN. What we got then? Bake USDT. Oh, by the way, you know, obviously with these things, I do tend to go for whatever you're going to trade. So if you're trading the USDT perpetual, I go for that. If no, you wouldn't. You go for that one there. If you're doing the like spot trading, you'd use that. So there you go. Anyway, we're using that one there. Bake. Let's have a look. You see, I'm a massive fan of this 1 hour time frame. So literally what I would do here, I'd just be waiting for a bit of green. I'll wait for the background to go green. If we go out even further, so you got this red support line here that Stonksy's drawn there, whatever that price is, 0.32, and it's gone through that. So looks like it's going to fall a bit more. So I would be looking at lower prices, and what I'd probably do, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about other indicators here, but I would search for the VP, what's it called? Fixed range volume profile. No, not that one. What's it called? VRVP. There you go. Visible range volume profile. Okay. And oops. Okay, I can't do that at the moment. Hang on. Let me just get rid of one of the indicators that I'm using. Oh, no, it's there. Okay. Right, there it is. There's the VRVP. And this kind of shows you where a lot of the liquidity is, or rather a lot of the trading was in the past. So I would be looking at levels around here to go long. So like 0.2769. But I really would be keeping an eye on the Stonksy background for it to go green. So if it gets down to the red there and it's still down here, you know, zoom out even further, maybe onto the 4 hour. And then you could be looking at levels down here as well. I don't really know this asset. I don't know what it does. I don't know. I guess it's some sort of, oh, was it one of those crypto banter things? Was it? Oh, God, it's been all over the place, hasn't it? Oh, no. That is interesting. Okay, so that has got its first ever green background on Stonksy on the weekly time frame. Okay, that is interesting. Ethereum's got one of these as well. I'll show you. See, Ethereum's got that one there. So that's why I'm still sort of bullish on the idea of Ethereum. Let's go back to Bake.
And I am back.
All right, is that better?
Well, I didn't go laying any bricks for anyone who's wondering. I went to the toilet and then I went and got a nice plate of them carrots.
Oh, right, okay.
So yeah, I'm just enjoying eating some of these carrots.
What did you put on them in the end?
So I did olive oil, then paprika, Cajun.
Oh yeah.
Garlic granules and some pepper. And nice. Then I roasted them for about an hour. And then, yeah, they're lovely now.
Are you into butternut squash at all?
Yeah.
No, I do the same with butternut squash. It's brilliant. Love it.
Yeah, lovely.
Cool. No, sorry, I got distracted, but distracted myself. I was looking at Bake, and the problem is I don't know the coin really. But what I did notice was on the weekly time frame on Stonksy, look, there's a green background there, like first one it's ever had on ever on BLOFIN anyway.
Yeah.
And I think these on Bitcoin, they've got 100% success rate, haven't they?
Yeah, very good. And Ethereum's has just flashed green as well, hasn't it?
Has it really?
On the weekly.
Oh, the weekly, yeah. Yeah. Well, it was a while ago, wasn't it? But yeah.
Oh, 2 weeks ago or something, I think.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'd do if I was into this, and I kind of knew a bit more about it. I'd probably set a few long orders, at lower prices. Do you know that VWAP standard deviation bands thing that Jordan used to use?
Yeah.
It's what I used to do in the past, and I still do it now a bit actually. Is it's in something like this. Let's just turn Stonksy off for a moment. Right, so this is this indicator here. It's called VWAP Stud Dev Bands version 2 mod. Okay, it's a free indicator on TradingView, and what it does, it puts these green bands here, and these red bands up here at the top. Move that. So the only thing about this is it resets at midnight UTC every night. So you see it go from, being quite wide like that, and it resets. And as the price moves, it kind of bashes the top and bottom out a little bit. But in the past, I've had pretty good success by going long in this area here and going short in this area here. And what I've often done is I've done things like, I've used like, 10% of my capital on this like dotty line here, and then about 15% I've set an order on that middle green line there. And then I've put like a larger amount again, like 20%, 25% on the bottom there. So that would be like 0.3. And then I've just sort of like left it to see what happens. And quite often, it comes down here and fills your orders. The only thing is sometimes it can do that and then really plummet, and then you have to decide what you're going to do about it. So obviously what I'd do, I'd look back in the past and think, what has it been doing before? And this is why I've just shown the audience the VRVP, this thing here. So I'd probably be saying, okay, well, that is a pretty low level there. Zoom out a bit more, see what we can see further down. There isn't that much, to be honest. I suppose here, isn't it? So you'd want it so you could handle a dip down to there. Okay, so obviously when you're looking at leverage or whatever, you want to be looking at those lower levels. And quite often I used to do that, and I used to just set a few long orders, and generally it'd work out pretty well. So you could do that. I just don't know this token though. Let me have a look at the chat, because somebody might be able to fill me in. Bakery token.
It's the ticker for bakery. I'm not sure.
Drop a light for a raw egg. Was that you?
Yeah. Bake. It's pancake swap in it. I don't know what bakery is. Bakery token.
I think it's one of those crypto banter ones, isn't it? That they.
I'm not sure. I know what bake is, but I don't know what bakery token is.
Oh, see, is it not the same thing?
No, bakery token is. I don't know. Bake is the thing you with pancake swap, unless it's called bakery token.
And I put in bake. Oh. No,
that's it. Yeah. I don't know. Bakery token. Is it not? Or is it maybe?
You're thinking of cake.
Oh, I'm thinking of cake. Yeah, God. Yeah, I'm thinking of cake. Sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking of cake, not bake. I don't know. It's an automatic market maker on B&B.
Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Let's go saying, are you successful traders? I am. Are you, Dave?
It depends what you define as successful.
Have you got more money than you started with?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Have you got more money than what you would have got if you'd have just bought Bitcoin and when you started and then done nothing with it? Be truthful, because
when did I? So what price would it have been? It was at when I first bought crypto. Bitcoin was at 20,000 in 2020. So yeah, I would say that's a 5x, isn't it?
yeah,
So yeah, I would say yeah, better off with what I've did for sure. Than just holding Bitcoin all through, the high and then the low and then the high again.
yeah. I actually wouldn't be because I bought a load of XTP.
Yeah. But in all fairness, you did have it there, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
But,
I don't know what I'd do if I didn't trade though, because I'd feel like I was missing out, which I suppose is a terrible thing to say, isn't it?
yeah, but you enjoy it as well, don't you? I think.
I do, and I do enjoy the buzz. Obviously, don't enjoy it when you lose money. That's horrible. But at the same time, I think it sounds ridiculous, but learning to deal with losses is kind of
It's part of like the initiation, and it's like the baptism of fire. You will go through it at some point, no matter what. Whether you do it at the start or maybe you make a mistake halfway in or whatever. At some point you will suffer something.
Yeah, because people sometimes say to me, like, is it risky buying crypto? And I'm like, yeah, it's really risky, it could go to zero, and they're like, well, why'd you do it then? I said, because I don't think it will go to zero. I think it will go to a lot more, and it's it's just to do with your risk appetite, isn't it? I mean, my brother, he will never take a risk on anything. He's he just won't do it. And he's okay like that. He's got a little house in Northamptonshire, and that's all he needs. That and his dog and his missus. He's happy. He doesn't need any more. I've got bigger ideas, and I'm quite willing to take the risk for it. So that's kind of why I trade. But yeah, I would say I'm a successful trader anyway. So I forgot who asked that question. Let's go.
Yeah.
Are you a successful trader? Let's go. That'd be interesting to know.
So we got Spud saying I only bought it at 20k because I forgot my keys to Satoshi wallet. It's true. That's true. That's right. How old was I when? So I would have been. I think I would have been like 11. I think when Bitcoin first came around. So I was quite young to to program all that in, but I did it some way. We got Big G saying I trade occasionally, but my DCA Bitcoin bag since late 2016 has performed much better. It was a really good time to get in it, wasn't it? 2016, very nice, Big G.
Yeah.
So you guys are 1% of 20% traders who don't lose money. I think it's actually something like 90% or 95%, isn't it, of people that start trading, no matter what market you trade on. Maybe you go and trade FX or whatever, but I think it's like 95% of traders don't turn profitable, isn't it? It's a small amount.
Is it really?
I think so. You can swing them odds in your favor by signing up to Stonksy. Link is in the description. And if anyone hasn't and you want to trade, altcoins or whatever, sign up to BLOFIN as well. That's in the description as too. Go and sign up to BLOFIN. Currently, if you sign up, or even I think if you already signed up, if you deposit $1,000 and you trade 1 million in volume before the end of the month, you get $400 sent into your account. So yeah, do make sure you go and sign up to Stonksy and BLOFIN, both in the description. But yeah, I think so. I'm going to Google it now. I'm sure it's a really high number,
Yeah, don't surprise me actually, because I mean, I know loads of people who've said, "Oh, I tried doing that, and I lost all my money, and I'm not doing it ever again, and I sold all my crypto." And loads of people say that. So I don't know. I think
Well, yeah.
I think
This is
you
this is
need
the
to.
first thing that's popped up on Google. It says only 13% of day traders maintain. So this is day traders, so but they maintain consistent profitability over 6 months, and a mere 1% succeed over 5 years.
Wow.
So that's really low, isn't it?
Okay. All right. So yeah, if you want to be in the elite, then get Stonksy. And I honestly think all you need to do is, if you don't want to trade that often, like say you've got like a normal job or something, look at something like Ethereum or Bitcoin. Set alerts on the 1 hour time frame for when it goes green. At the moment, anyway. Actually, Bitcoin's already green, but like when Ethereum goes green, and then go long then and leave it open until you've made about, I don't know, 10% profit or something, and then do it again, or just I don't know.
And repeat,
Was that?
rinse and repeat, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I need to do. I'm going to have to shoot off at 2 o'clock, Dave. So
Yeah,
sorry
no
about
worries, mate. That's fine. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. We've had a good stream again today. Yeah, every Wednesday. So drop a like for Save with Crypto on the stream. Drop a like in his honor. And do make sure you go and check out his X account and his YouTube channel. Both links are in the description. Do make sure you go and follow him on both and start watching his videos. Go and watch his video that he uploaded today on XTP Tap. And go and show him some love on his socials. There's 53 people in here, so that's 53 extra viewers that he should be having, or 53 extra followers. So do make sure you go and drop him.
That would be really lovely if you did. Anyway,
Yeah, if you're enjoying these Wednesday streams, if you these are great. It's great to have someone on with me as well.
Well, you can go to the toilet, can't you?
Well, that's it. I can go to the toilet without having to put, well, I'm going to put the background music on anyway in a minute.
And you can
toilet. I can get my carrots. I can go take the carrots out of the oven.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about that guy before that said a massive tray bake of carrots is wild. You've got to cook them, haven't you? If you don't cook them, they'll go all gunky and horrible. And then
I'm more of a soup guy actually. I'd make like about a gallon of like soup with carrots and
thing is, I don't have anything in. I'd have to go and buy like some cream, so maybe a bit of creme fraiche or whatever it is you make soup with.
I just use vegetables. If I made like a soup, it would probably have, to be fair, it would have onion, carrots, and like if you buy like fresh coriander and you've got like a load of it left and you need to use it up.
Oh yeah.
Like I'd stick all that in coriander. If I got butternut squash, that would all go in there as well. Then that's it. And I'll stick a veggie stock cube in there.
Yeah.
Simmer it for about an hour. And then I've got like one of those stick blenders, you just stick in your pan.
Yes.
Then I make like about, it's about like 5 liters of soup. And I've got loads of little plastic pots that I put it in and put it in the freezer. And that's my lunch for the next week,
Yeah.
And how good is that for you, eh?
Superb. I would love that.
Superb.
Superb, yeah, superb, yeah. That's what we want, isn't it? That's what we want.
Anyway, I'm going to go. So on that culinary exit, I will say thank you very much for everyone coming along today. And do keep watching Dave. I'm sure he's going to do some excellent stuff. And I'm not sure how Perdita got on with that Phantom, but I hope you don't get liquidated and live to trade again. All right.
Yes. Catch you later, mate. Thank you very much for joining.
Right. See you soon.
See ya. And that was Save with Crypto joining the stream again, and he's going to come on every single Wednesday. So yeah, plenty of more fun every Wednesday for you to look forward to. Let's see what we've got going on in the chat. We've got ASC saying, "How do I use Bitcoin?" I believe that they don't have them type of futures on BLOFIN yet. unfortunately, to my knowledge. I believe they don't have that type of futures on BLOFIN at the moment, but they are. I've heard that they're coming very soon. We've got Smurfy in the chat saying, afternoon, Dave. Hello, Smurfy. Not seen you in a while. How are you doing? Great to see you. Great work, boys. Made my warehouse a bit more fun. Well, that's it. Well, I'm staying on. I'm staying on. So, yeah, you know, the fun can continue for sure. Cooking with Crypto, new name instead of coffee. That wasn't coffee, but yeah, coffee was in the chat before. But yeah, I suppose Cooking with Crypto would be a good one, wouldn't it? You could, you know, do some videos of being in the kitchen, doing some cooking work, have a big monitor on there, you know, with the Bitcoin chart on or whatever. Crypto Cooking Club. That would be a good one, yeah. Crypto Cooking Club. What are we cooking up today? Crypto Cooking Club. I do like that. I do like that. Spud, that might be a name for the show. That might be a name for the show. Crypto Cooking Club. We've got Spud saying cheers, bye. Yeah, save with Crypto. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Really good having him on. It's great to have a co-host. But yeah, do let me know what should we do now? What should we do? Can you pay in salt for Stonksy? Yes, you can. Drop an email. So if you go onto the Stonksy website, stonksy.io, and you scroll down to anywhere, any page at the bottom, you'll have these. Click the email button, or I will just drop the email in the chat for you. Just email in to say what plan you want, so monthly, annual, lifetime, whatever, and just say you want to pay in sol. But yeah, you'll find it on the website on them hyperlinks at the bottom of each page. But I've also just dropped it in the chat for you there, so you can go and click that. Warren, great to have you over. FTM's ripping, is it? Is it? How is Stonksy doing on a 1 hour? It seems too indecisive on the 1 minute. Yeah, we are getting a lot of chop, aren't we? Let's go and have a look at FTM now. Oh, FTM. Oh, it is ripping. Perdita, did you close it or did you keep it open? Because you could get out close to break even now. What did you do? What did you do? If you didn't close it, you could get out very close to break even. I don't know if Perdita's still in here, but Perdita, you could get out for a much smaller scratch. Can I pay with XTP? No, you can't. No, Mr. Delta, you can't, unfortunately. But yeah, FTM is ripping. Perdita would be close to the entry now. Wouldn't be too. I mean, it's still up here at 5.5, but compared to when they said that they were about to get liquidated, they're probably around about halfway back up. So that trade would be about minus $60, I think, now, instead of getting close to being liquidated. Not a bad opportunity to get out. And Stonksy calls it nicely as well. But I want to watch out for... What should we do into the US Open? What should we do into the US Open? We've got 25 minutes until US Open. Should we try and long Bitcoin and ETH into the US Open, or what should we do? Do let me know in the chat. What would you like to... Soz Dave, couldn't resist. It's the Scouser in me. Oh, yeah, you a Scouser, Mr. Delta. Very good. Very good. One of us. Yeah, but what should we do? Shall we long Bitcoin into the US Open or not? I feel like we should... I don't know. Yesterday we had a pump on US Open, then dump, didn't we? So I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting for sure. But do let me know if you want me if you've got any tickers that you want me to cover. But do make sure, because we keep fluctuating viewers. So if you are new, do make sure you go and drop a like on the stream, and do make sure as well that you sign up to BLOFIN. First link in the description. It's non-KYC, so you don't have to sign up with your ID. Just sign up with an email, and you can use it anywhere in the world with a VPN if you are in a restricted region. And if you deposit 1K and trade over 1 million in volume by the end of the month, you do get $400 put into your account for you, courtesy of BLOFIN. But yeah, do let me know. what you want me to look at, or ask me any questions. Everything is down so long. Yeah, everything is down, isn't it? Do let me know any questions that you've got. We could have some more good discussion. Yesterday we had, what was I talking about yesterday? I can't remember. Spud normally pops up with something quite wild, so maybe Spud will pop up with something. But do let me know if you've got any questions or anything, or maybe any topics. Can be Stonksy related, crypto related, or just in general. If you've got anything you want to say. Pengu analysis. Yeah, should we have a look at Pengu actually? So we've got Kaz saying, are there some kind of stat as to the pump/stomach occurrence ratio in the US Open? Must be somewhere. That's interesting. I don't actually know if there's some sort of stat. Wait for the first direction change after open, so ignore the first move, play the second colour change on the 1 minute, says Big G. So there's a bit of how Big G plays the US Open. We've got Spud saying Pengu analysis. Yeah, we can have a look at Pengu. If you haven't got Pengu, do make sure you go and check it out. If you've been in the space a couple of years and you've used Ethereum addresses or Solana, but do make sure if you go and checking it out, you go on the official Pudgy Penguins Twitter account. Do not get the link from somewhere random or anything. What Stonksy saying for the market open? Currently, we're on the red on the 1 minute. So yeah, we have 20 minutes to go. And Wiz is saying you love it, Dave. No, you love it, Wiz. You love it, but I do love it. I absolutely love it. Can't get enough of it. But yeah, let's go and see. Is Pengu listed anywhere then? It must be, mustn't it? Pengu. Oh, it's listed on Binance. Let's have a look at Pengu. It only came out yesterday, so let's turn Stonksy off. But yeah, Pengu was given to pretty much just OG. They say OG, like anyone who's had an Ethereum or Solana address. I think you have to use it on Phantom. I don't know the specifics. Like I used MetaMask, Coinbase Wallet, and Phantom to claim mine. But yeah, it was released and given to everyone for free who qualified. Pudgy Penguins ticker, Pengu. And you could see it potentially, after everyone, after the initial claims and stuff. I mean, the amount of liquidity that they must have put behind it to support, all the claims and people dumping and stuff must have been massive. But as you can see, it did go up to 3.8. Did it? When was this? So this was this morning that it listed on Binance. Let's see. Where would it have listed first? There's not actually that many. I suppose we could try OKX. Maybe they all listed at the same time. No, so it listed. There you go. So it listed on. This was on Bybit, and it's come down a little bit. And then this was on OKX. Did go as low as 2.6. Where can you claim? So if you go to the official, make sure it's the official Pudgy Penguins Twitter account. The claim link will be on one of the posts from today or tomorrow. I'm not sending the link now. I'll show you. Let me just hang on. Give me a sec. But I just went and checked all my wallets. And what you have to do is if you're on MetaMask or Coinbase Wallet or any others that might qualify, you have to import the seed phrase into Phantom to claim. But let me get the Twitter account up. Hang on. Let's see. Now, it's interesting because I wonder when's the next lot of this going to be? Because everyone loves free money and it gives, some good liquidity, doesn't it, to the market? Oh, hang on. We've got someone saying, Warren saying link is within Phantom Wallet. And for anyone who's in CSE Plus, the link, Spud has posted it in the Discord. But apparently it's in Phantom Wallet, Warren says as well. But this is where I got it from yesterday. So I got it off the official Pudgy Penguins X account. And I got it here. So as you can see, don't go into the comments and stuff because, you know, you'll have some impersonators and stuff. But this is the official Pudgy Penguins Twitter account. And when he tweeted Pengu is live, it was the reply right underneath. And then that's it. But yeah, Spud has posted it in CSA. And if you're not in there, someone said it's in the Phantom. It might be in the Phantom interface somewhere. I'm guessing on the Discover button. But if you go to the official, you see the gold tick. And you can see, you know, obviously all the followers and stuff like that. Yeah, this is where I got it from yesterday. But just make sure it's imperative that you do not leave yourself open to clicking a dodgy link and connecting your wallet to everything. Make sure that you click the official link. Do not leave yourself open to getting fished. But yeah, Pengu, nice little airdrop. How much did you all end up with? There you go. And Spud said follow link in Phantom is safe. So it's somewhere in there. Claiming with phone was tricky for me. Chrome. Yeah, I claimed for Phantom, I claimed on my mobile, and then I imported my MetaMask and my Coinbase wallet seed phrases into Phantom on desktop. I think you're probably looking at Peng, Aqua. There's another ticker called Peng. How do you claim? So it depends how long you've been in the space for and how long you've used your wallets for. I think the Phantom one is like pre-2024, if you use Phantom before that, I think. And then MetaMask and like Coinbase wallet, I'm not too sure. I don't know what the exact time frame is. It's just if you've used it for a couple of years, basically before the start of the year, I think. Or definitely, you know, going back a few years. But if you want to do check, go to the official. So you can get it in Phantom Wallet. Let me just have a look so I can see. Let me load up Phantom Wallet so I can, unless Spud, you want to put in exactly where you find it in Phantom. Let me see. Oh yeah, there you go. So if you go to your Phantom Wallet, and then you go to the Discover button, it's at the top. It'll say Pengu claim, and it'll just say visit site. So it's in there. So you don't even have to go into the Twitter and, you know, take any sort of risk. You go to Phantom, the Discover button, and then it will be at the top, just underneath the URL where it says Pengu claim. But for Phantom, you can obviously just connect it and do it that way. But if you have got MetaMask or Coinbase wallets that you want to check, there is a site that you can check as well. But if you do have any that you want to claim, you'll have to import the seed phrases for them wallets into Phantom. So just bear that in mind. But yeah, nice little stimulus for everyone, wasn't it? I got $500. A couple of people that I know got $1,000 or a couple thousand, which is nice. So yeah, not to be sniffed at all. And yeah, Pudgy Penguins. I think for anyone who had a Pudgy, I think they got like 80 grand's worth or something. They got loads. It was similar to when Ape come out and Bored Apes and, you know, Mutant Apes got loads of Ape coin for free. I think it's like a similar sort of drop, obviously, but they give, you know, a lot of people ones for free who don't even have a Pudgy Penguin. But yeah, I think anyone who held a Pudgy Penguin or maybe even little Pudgies probably ended up with a lot. And it'd be interesting to go and actually see. Let's click this. Where Pudgy Penguins are now in terms of the price. I don't know what's going on here. This is going to be the website, isn't it? Let me just load up Blair. $1,500 Spud got, so he got 3 times as much as me, which is nothing to be sniffed at. That's great for free. Let me load up Blair and let's go and have a look at Pudgy Penguins. There we go. I really should start presenting on incognito, so I don't have to turn my thing on or off all the time. Smash the like button for our boys, says Crypto Gambino. Yeah, that's it. That's it. SMFC got $50. That's good. No, free money is free money, isn't it? I did dump mine straight away, though. I'm not going to lie. I dumped mine straight away. Wasn't even bothered. So the floor is 17 ETH. Let's see. And I'm guessing, is there a chart on here? Is there a chart? Oh, yeah. So here we go. So there was as high as 30 plus ETH this week. And then I'm guessing as soon as the claim opened, just straight down to 15. And it's come back up a little bit to 17. But yeah, as you can see there on this chart. Expand sales chart. Yeah. So they were climbing up. Let's go to 1 month. So yeah, they were climbing. They were 20 at the start. When was that? Yeah, so earlier in December, and then started climbing up towards 30, and then as soon as obviously the claims opened, dumped down. But I believe that they all got a lot of decent. They got a lot of Pengu out of it, didn't they? I think. If you held a pudgy, does anyone know the amount? Drinks on me, lads. Be lucky all. Catch you next week. Peace. Thank you for joining, Mr. Delta. Catch you soon. Let me put some music on in the background as well. But yeah. Afternoon, Math. Hello. Thought I'd missed the live stream. You still going? Yeah, mate. Yeah, I've been doing long ones. So yeah, been on for 2 hours and 20 minutes so far. We'll do US Open and go to 3 o'clock again. So I've been on for 3 hours. 50k Spud says, yeah, so it was a decent amount. However, obviously, if you bought beforehand, you're fine because you'd probably just be around, they were around this price at the start of December. But if you did buy up at 30 ETH or 35 ETH, I think they got up to, the amount that you got from Pengu probably, is it just, I don't know whether it will have just outweighed it or not. But yeah, decent amount anyway. So I'm going into Phantom. I'm connecting the wallet in Phantom. We'll be safe. As long as you're clicking the right link, yeah. Phantom have put the official link in the Discover page. So if you go to the Discover page where like you type in a URL or you click on Jupiter and stuff, they've put the official link at the top where it says Pengu claim. Just make sure if you are typing it in or getting it from anywhere else, just make sure it's the official one. You can get the official one on the Punchy Penguins Twitter as well. Yeah. So if you go to this tweet from yesterday, Pengu is live. It's the one right below it, as you can see. It's all in the same thread, so it's all from the official account, and it's there. And you do have 88 days to claim it. It's not like you have to claim it straight away. You got pretty much 3 months to claim. But yeah, nice little stimulus. So hopefully that'll be used to pump some bags. I saw it in Phantom. There was a click, yeah. There's a click on the Discover page. They've put it at the top, presumably, to try and stop people clicking wrong links and stuff, which is good of Phantom. Really good of him. But what do we think? We've got 10 minutes until we've got 10 minutes until US Open. We've got 10 minutes until US Open. Let me know what we think. I should have longed this down here before. I was thinking about just punting along. I should have done it. When we was down here before, I was thinking I should just punt along here. And that was before Stonksy went green as well. But do make sure you drop a like on the stream as well if you've not. And click the link in the description if you want to sign up for Stonksy. Or if you come over to BLOFIN, non-KYC, you can use it anywhere in the world. And if you do deposit 1K and do 1 million in volume, you get $400 dropped into your account. And yeah, BLOFIN's great. The best option for you to trade spot, futures, or just hold funds on there. Yeah, maybe we take a trade after US Open. Coming back down a little bit. Just refresh this. What's Ethereum doing? No luck. Oh, you got no luck on your Phantom one. If you've got an Ethereum, if you've got like a MetaMask or Coinbase wallet that you've used for a while, you can also check them. I seem to have FOMO'd into the long on the 3 minute. Now it's correcting. Oh no. Oh no, math. Oh no. I should have waited 10 minutes. Oh no. Oh dear. And we are moving into the US Open, so let's see what we get. Obviously, it is CPI day as well today, remember. CPI. It is FOMC day today. Tonight, 7 o'clock UK time, the Fed will announce the interest rate decision, which I presume will be an unexpected 0.5%, 0.25% cut. Let's actually go and have a look quickly. Let me get it up. I do need to just go on incognito mode. I need to go on incognito mode, so not all everything that I've got just shows up when I go and share my screen. When I click on a new window. Let's see. So yeah, 4 hours 36 minutes until the Fed announces its decision. And yeah, as you can see, the resounding expectation is that it cuts 25 basis points, which I would most definitely agree with. I don't see why they would do anything unexpected. So yeah, potentially what we seen yesterday in the market, something to think about was that just a load of hedging? Was people just hedging going into FOMC? Potentially. Anyone else struggling with Pudgy Peng's website keeps freezing? Yeah, it's very it was doing that for me ages yesterday. It was really annoying. Yeah, we've got 6 minutes until and we'll see what happens. Got 46 people in as well. Do make sure you slap a like on the stream if you've not. Thank you for sticking around for US Open. We've got 5 minutes. MetaMask phone app keeps crashing. Yeah, you won't be able to claim on MetaMask. You can check how much you're eligible for, but you have to do it on Phantom. So you would have to import your seed phrase into your Phantom wallet. That is one catch with it. Or I think you might be able to do it on Soulflare as well, but you know, Phantom's the best option. But we've got a couple minutes until. Got 3 minutes to go. Yeah, I'm still here. I was just reading a message. No one's saying anything in the chat, so I thought I'll just take a little minute to read a message. I am still here. Let me know. Nothing should have happened. Yes, my tip profit hit in for FTM in profit. Oh, well done, Perdita. That's great. You got out of a really really bad situation there. So I'm very, very happy for you. We got Matt saying managed to close the long before the price really plunged. That'll teach me to ape in without any property aphids. Well, that's it. You got out lucky, mate. You got out lucky. Well done. That's great to know. That's great to know. But yeah, you should still be able to hear me. No, it spiked up. Let's see before we. Oh wow, it did. It did. It actually, yeah. Wow, it is. It's a crazy thing, isn't it? Has such volatile moves. But yeah, we've got 2 minutes until the open, so let's see what we're given. Let's see what we're given. Is anyone trying to trade this? Is anyone else in a trade? But this, you're so lucky though. Well done. You know, you stuck to your guns, didn't you? And didn't close it in a loss. So I told you to double down. ICT loves it. Right, we're going in a minute. We're going in a minute. What do we is it 50-50 on a Bitcoin direction when US opens? I don't actually know the correlation between dumping and pumping on US Open. I've never looked into the data on it. But we did dump, obviously, last night, and we haven't exactly rallied today. Can you tell Doge average price? Doge had a big pump. The thing is, when something has a big pump like Doge, where it went, 4 to 5x, it needs time to cool down. It needs time to just cool down in the market. So that's probably, that's likely what Doge is doing. It needs time to cool down before it takes another direction. But we are on US Open now, so we'll see what we get given. But do get your questions in. Let me know. God, candle incoming. 1 minute is red. Yeah, we're getting a drop down here. We're getting a drop down straight after US Open. It's a fierce drop down in it. Now there was, I think it was 3825 or something on ETH that Save with Crypto had identified, and it is, yeah, it's on the Stonksy 1 hour, which would be, yeah, a drop down today. If we do get it, I would be interested in longing this level. Give us those. I don't know. Kind of looks like it woke up and chose violence today, doesn't it? The ETFs did anyway. But we'll see. You know, this can happen. Just bait people, you know, and then give a quick reversal move. Sol's plummeting. But we'll see what we're given anyway. We'll watch the first 15 minutes or so. 50 likes off. 50 likes off Rorik. Oh, up to 50 likes then. That's good going, that. That's really good going. In terms of candles, does it matter to use the regular candles or the hiking ashi with Stonksy? No, so you can use either. I think some people do use the hiking ashi though. Who was it who said someone uses them when the color changes? So like here, you know, obviously here when you get, you know, we've had that red candle, then this red candle, that red candle. Someone does use that to help them close it out. But you know, if you go back to say this one here, you know, we had a green candle there, but then the move carried on down. So not necessarily, but you could use both to your advantage for sure, Lentet, yeah. And if you are doing any trading today, do make sure you come over to BLOFIN. Links, first link in the description. I'll actually drop it in the chat right now as well. The best place for you to trade, leverage, you know, best place to put your futures trades on. But also, you know, to do your spot buying and selling, and just to hold, you know, stables on, or your spot assets, you know, ready to buy and sell. It's the best exchange to go for, and it's non-KYC. So yeah, you don't have to give them your ID, which is obviously, you know, a massive advantage. But yeah, we got a down move straight on US Open, so we'll see what we're given in the next 10 minutes or so. And we are dropping again. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, a bit of an aggressive sell-off on US Open. And I suspect there's going to be blood on the streets if this continues for altcoins. Oh, wow. That was a nasty sneeze. Yeah, we're getting a push down. It would be good to see signs of, obviously, you know, this just being a bit of bait and then push back to the upside. I don't know whether to maybe take a long on this. Ideally, we want to see the background change to green, but with the US Open, it's so volatile. I might put a long on and just put the stop below this stonk. So use this Stonksy support level as my guide, the second one down. And maybe we just put the stop at 103,600. Should we do that? And we'll put a live trade on. Let's do that. What am I doing? Let's see. Yeah. Let's go and whack it on. There we go. So we're on for 103,600 stop loss. Let's see. Let's push this all the way down so we can actually see it. So let's see what happens. Basically, I'm just trying to front run the change in direction. And I'm using this Stonksy support level here on the 1 minute as like sort of my line in the sand. So I've got my stop loss down here. So using Stonksy to support the idea. But we'll see what we get. Maybe this was bait and then we get the reversal. We'll soon see. If not, it's fine. Bless you. Thank you to both of you who were blessing me. What was the fart coin thing? Oh, it was a coin called fart coin and it's gone to like 1 billion market cap. Just be patient for the indicator. Yeah, that's it. It's all about patience. I'm just trying to front run the US Open, so I've got my risk managed by putting my stop loss below one of the support levels, so that's fine. What we do want to see now, though, is to support the idea is see Stonksy turn green, to support obviously the long. So let's see what happens. Why are you live so late today? I've done 3-hour live streams all week. So Monday and Tuesday were both 3 hours as well. Wasn't fart coin like something with it? I've no idea. I just know it was called fart coin, so it makes sense why it went so high. But yeah, I've been doing 3-hour live streams all week. Yeah, Truth Terminal launched it, says Perdita, so there's a bit more information if you wanted some. But let's see what we're going to get today. I don't know. I'm safe anyway, because I've got my risk manager. We're only at 1% risk, which is more than fine for a trade. Even if we are trying to front run the reversal, more than fine. Because I'm using Stonksy to help me. So, yeah. We'll see what we're given. And yeah, we are pushing them slightly back down, aren't we? We'll see what happens anyway. But remember, we have got FOMC, the Fed interest rate decision tonight, 7 o'clock UK time, so 4 hours and 19 minutes for everyone, regardless of where you are in the world. And it is expected to be 0.25% cut, 25 basis points, which, yeah, seems likely to happen. But let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get here now. See if we can maybe close out a 1% trade. Or we lose 1%, whatever it is, it's fine. Got the risk managed. Currently with minus 0.75. Which again is fine. Maybe we get a red day. Wouldn't surprise me. Maybe we get a tanking day. But we will soon see. It's a bit of live entertainment anyway, isn't it? It's a bit of live entertainment while we're watching the chat. I think they were talking about fart coin on Bloomberg. Made my initial loss back on the red candle there. Well in math. That's great to know, mate. Well done. Yeah, it's a 24/7 thing, isn't it? And there's just no break. Anything can happen at any time. Yeah, potentially. I'm not too bothered if I get took out of this long. It's just obviously fun to put one on live on stream, isn't it? And we'll try and catch the reversal. If we don't, that's more than fine. It's only a small streaming account anyway, and losing 1% of that is like 1 point something USDT, so it's fine. But yeah, in terms of like obviously, you know, doing bigger trades, yeah, you probably want to maybe go with what you think, Math. Go with what you think. Looks good though. Where you've said Forex is nice. Just decide you want to buy or sell. Yeah, it's a lot more complicated, but it's a lot more fun as well. Yeah, so if we go to the 10-minute chart, Stonksy has got a support line drawn round about where you said, Math. So that would make sense for it to bounce off here. So if we do get closed out on this, I will set an order here, and I'll leave that then for while we're off stream, and we'll come back to it tomorrow if that's the case. Oh, we are getting a slight push back up, aren't we? That's what we want to see. That's what we want. Go on, carry on. Right, now we're in 0.42. So we'll see if we can get to 1%. If we get to 1%, I'll close it out, and then that will be 1% done. Like we were talking about before about compounding. You know, that'll be a good live lesson. But we are back in profit for the time being. 5 minutes still green. But we are pushing back up, aren't we? And we're going, oh, that was flirting with green on the 1 minute then. 0.53%. So, you know, the gut feeling has worked for now. We are pushing back up. And we are going green on the 1 minute at the moment too. Yep. Green on the 1 minute now. So this supports it even more. That's why I don't do crypto, dude. Like, I cannot take so many things at the same time. Just want to buy low, sell high. If you don't want to really pay attention to things, ICT, you just trade the large caps then. You just trade Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, AVAX, you know, all the others. And then you don't have to pay attention to all them things. You don't have to pay attention to them things anyway. You know, if you miss news on Fartcoin, so what? You're probably not trading it. 0.78% now. And we are nearly at the 1%. We're nearly at the 1% now. And we will take it at 1%. If we can, just get a little more tiny push up. And carry on going. There you go, pretty much. Oh, dropped a bit back down. We've dropped a bit back down. Come on. Come on. A little bit more, 1%. Give the 1%. There you go, 1%. Done. 1.25. Sorted. And done. There we go. So as you can see, there we have it. That was a 1 point, let's see. Yeah, plus 1.32%. 1.5 USDT nearly. So there we go. That was successful. So there you go. If you're on about compounding, there was a live example of how you can, and that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to front run the bounce on US Open, which worked successfully. So there we go. That was a good live example for all of you then. So if you do want to get Stonksy, I'll have that help you. And it wasn't even a case of it going green on the background. All we did, we got the dump down on US Open, which, I thought, first move, probably could be wrong. So what I did was I just used Stonksy SR, put my stop loss below this support level here. So if I know if it drops through there, then that's the last line in the sand, the trade's wrong. And then I just front run, the bounce on US Open, which then led to the green background, which then led to profits. Happy days. And there we have it. So, yeah. I hope you all enjoyed that anyway. That was fun. He is not broke. He's just waiting for all banks to adopt XRP. Who's that? What you on about? But yeah, that was fun. We've been going for 2 hours and 50 minutes. So if you do have any last minute questions, pop them in the chat now. That was a nice little trade at the start of US Open as well to secure 1.3%. But for all 53 you're watching, do make sure you head over to the links in the description to sign up to Stonksy and see how it can work for you, like it just worked for me superbly. You can try it out just for a month for £145, which is cheap. It's just £4 to £5 per day for full access, and you get access to the Discord. You get obviously everything on the indicator, and you get all updates as well. So updates are given to users for free, which we've just released the SR lines, and we'll have more. Another one coming maybe before the end of December actually. And you can obviously, the annual lifetime. You cannot choose to pay in crypto, or if you want to pay in crypto that's not offered on this method, you can just drop us an email here and say, I want this plan and I want to pay in this crypto. And whether you've got Stonksy or not, do click the BLOFIN link. It's the best exchange to do on, as you've seen. It was just so easy for me to trade on there then. Secure profits. And it is non-KYC, so you don't have to give them your ID or anything. And you can use it anywhere in the world with a VPN. If you are in a restricted region, you can just pop a VPN on and you are all good to use it. And you can sign up in under 60 seconds because it's just email. And if you do deposit $1,000 and you do 1 million in volume before the end of the month, you get $400 given to you. So yeah, that's BLOFIN. Do make sure you sign up to BLOFIN. The best exchange for you to, obviously do your futures trading, but also buy and sell spot or just hold funds on there, because all assets are custodied in Fireblocks. So they are 100% backed 1-to-1. I have a business idea. You give me. But yeah, thank you very much for everyone who joined today. I appreciate every single one of you, and make sure you do come back at the same time for tomorrow's stream. 12 o'clock UK time, go live every single day. Padissa sounds great. Do come over to BLOFIN, Padissa. Make sure, link in the description. I'll pop it in the chat as well for anyone. Do make sure you sign up to BLOFIN right after this stream. But yeah, thank you everyone who joined the stream. I appreciate you all. Do drop it a like before you go as well. That would be appreciated. And I'll catch you all tomorrow, yeah? If you do like these long ones, then let me know in the chat tomorrow if you want me to stay on until US Open time again. But thanks very much for joining, and enjoy the rest of your day, and keep making them Stonksy profits as well. For all Stonksy users, I'll see you in the Discord. Peace.